DragonCast. 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 Flames of sound, Lavistro wakes in the underground. Cyber Dragon host seizes the helm. Dive into the forbidden lore of virtual realms. Welcome to DragonCast. Fire-breathing worms screaming loud.
Lavistro's here to shake the crowd.
Psychotic dragon ready to ignite.
Hold on tight.
We're taking flight. DragonCast. Gate to Goonagate, tribes spew their hate. Unethical urinalist face the score. Truth burns with a psychotic roar. Corrupt suits sneer what they despise. DragonCast will open your eyes. Integrity found in DragonCast. Fire-breathing worms
screaming loud.
Lavistro's here to
shake the crowd.
Psychotic dragon ready to ignite.
Hold on tight.
We're taking flight. DragonCast. Worlds clash in endless collision. Gaming news with a fierce precision. With a spark so wild it breaks the norm in the tempest's eye. A cyber storm. Kara scouts the indie scene. Dash hits the front, sharp and lean. Bo brings the lens of a Gen X soul, while Hattie's energy is on the roll.
Denuvo Fails, corpus not burning down. Gamer cake is the talk of town. Milestones reach, new games ignite.
Gaming's news with a dragon bite. This is DragonCast. DragonCast.
And we're live. Sorry, everyone, for being late. We had a couple of hiccups. I think Hattie's still sick. He tells you he might make it if he was feeling better. Bo's mom wants to celebrate Mother's Day tonight, so he might be running late. Dash said he's going to be late, which is typical for him. You know, if this is a real job and I was paying y'all, technically he'd be fired by now. I know I act mean and stuff, but am I not a gracious boss and like not fire y'all for being late?
Or you haven't put cast fire on us.
Yeah, there's that too. Fire and brimstone. But I will say before we say hi to the chat, we do have our special guest, because obviously this is the Mother's Day episode, if you can't tell. We have Candy Crush that moms like to play in the background. We have two gaming moms in the background. For those who haven't looked at the thumbnail, there you go. But yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. So I thought, yeah, that looks mom enough for me. But we have a gamer mom. So help me welcome her in. You know her. You love her. She's a gamer and a mom and a gamer mom. Help me introduce Pouty. Yes, we went woke. Don't be racist.
Can I just say that clip was wonderful? Thank you.
I keep forgetting to put my face on her avatar thing. But at this rate, I might as well just save money, get a better version of my model, then pay someone to actually make a version of that. So with my avatar, just saying.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah. But yeah, let's say hello to the chat and we'll go into how our week was. We have say Hugo. I hope you noticed we put your game in the trailer or the intro, so your Hypnotic game's in the trailer.
Nice.
Do we have Karis? Thank you for helping me letting everyone know we're going to be running a little late. And we have Pouty. Yes, like I said, we are going woke. We're going broke. But speaking of broke, we actually seem to have a super chat. So I guess since he likes it, we'll do. And it's Mother's Day coming up.
Dragon Senpai notice me, notice my super chat. Super chat buys you a beer. Buy Dragon like something nice. Yes, it's worth the price. Dragon Senpai, are you looking? I must break your brain. Super chat amount drives you insane. Did I break it yet? Dragon Senpai, say you move for me. Show my name on screen. Say my thoughts on stream. Woo, 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 woo. I need attention, Dragon Senpai. Show my name on screen. Say my thoughts on stream. Doki doki heartbeat too. Dragon Senpai notices you. Dragon Senpai notices you.
Yes, we got Scene saying boobs. Hi, Scene. And
Hey,
we
who
also
doesn't
have-
love boobs?
Yeah, and we also have a Explosive. Hello. And do we have any more? Oh no, you can't blame Scene for it. You told me it's like Lavisha, if you send me that clip, I think I can fix it. And
Oh, I
then-
made it worse by making it 3 minutes long.
yeah. Like I said, I told the AI on Suno I want the most obnoxious super chat in the world. And I just added some things I wanted to mention in there, and that's what I got. And I was like, you know what? I think this is it. Did it help prevent people from doing super chats? No.
Yeah, I thought it was beautiful. I mean, I'm into that kind of stuff though.
Yeah.
Like you got me immediately with the KDA anime aesthetic.
I won't lie. I do like the KDA girls. Some of their songs are really good. But no, I wanted to be as noxious as possible. But yeah. So welcome everybody. Welcome to the show. But let's go ahead and see how our week went. Pouty, we haven't seen you for a while. I could say, how's it been since the last time we talked, which was months. So I'll just how's your last week?
It was pretty good. I mean, hey, I thank you for coming by my break stream. I did see you hanging about there for a second while I played really weird games. But
You
yeah,
bet.
I'm just taking it easy for a couple of months while I get some stuff in order in life. But I'll be back to streaming soon enough.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh no, we got
You guys
two
super chat.
British quarter eights. Pieces of 8.
2 pieces of 8.
Yeah, let me see. Let me do something different.
What is that? 2 pence?
Yeah, 2 pence. Hey pennies. 2 British hey pennies.
Oh,
Yep.
Yep.
nice play.
Scene. No, this is the most obnoxious super chat. Okay.
I'll
I
take
don't
your word
think-
for it.
I don't think you can beat Mikey. And if you try, he's probably going to come after you for it. That's his thing.
And then he'll come back and make it worse.
Yeah.
They'll just keep one-upping each other.
Oh,
Oh, rupees. Okay. Rupees.
Listen,
So
Zelda.
welcome again. Speaking of coming again, Karis, how's your week been going, buddy?
Oh, I am exhausted from work. I was in DC last week. We tried to do some more abiotic factor, and it didn't blow up in our face. It froze up in our face. And then I had to leave early, which I wanted to ask, how did that go after I took off that night?
Okay, obviously we got everybody to the sun disk.
Okay, good. Good.
We kept dying from it, but we got it because I was like, after we got past the Bradley, spoiled for anyone who hasn't played the game. Sorry, I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, after we got past the Bradley, we were just bum rushing it up the stairs to the Sunstone.
Good.
Kept dying on the way. Kept calling Scaly like a dog. Scaly, just to get him because he kept going the wrong direction.
Oh wow.
But we got him. We got both of them up to the Sunstone, and then me and Skytex were pushing through the next area. It's fucking long, dude. We managed to get. You're still in a frozen zone, but it's like you ever remember the Ninja Turtles show?
Oh
The
yeah.
80s?
Yeah.
You remember
Oh, the
when they
80s,
did
yeah.
Mission X, and it was like everything was all over the place.
I think so.
It's kind of like that. It's long as fuck so far because we didn't get through that area yet.
We got a knock.
We got a knock. We got a knock. We got a knock. Oh! Look who showed up. Help me introduce him, everybody.
To the radio station!
Torches! Get your torches! Pitchforks! Can't be an angry mob without pitchforks!
Cotton candy! Get your cotton candy! Hips are right, that cotton candy!
Hey,
Welcome,
Thanks,
Dad.
Dashy.
Look,
hey, Pouty,
How was
how's
your
it going?
Good, good. Good to see you again.
So, Dash, how was your week?
Oh, it's, just getting ready. I'm going to be going on vacation for most of May. And yeah, looking forward to it. I don't get many vacations.
where are you
Did
going?
you did you send me your travel voucher and vacation time so I could log it in?
Oh, yeah, I already have to.
Did you put your PTO in request with Levistro?
No. It's like I don't have to do that already with my other jobs.
Yeah, we're making a joke like if I was actually paying y'all $10K a session, like certain other YouTubers that are really big,
Wow.
I could technically fire you, which I never do, which shows you just how much, as much as I pick on all of y'all, I'm a nice boss. But also, before anyone says, I'm really nice character, and I'm picking favorites here, I actually gave Dash his own video. Karis doesn't have a video where I make fun of him.
Yeah.
So
Give it time.
Yeah.
give it time. Yeah. Or Bo, for that matter. Bo doesn't have one too. But yeah, as far as me, I had an interesting time waiting for my CPU to come in. That came in, and then today the coolant fan came in. So, like literally 5 minutes ago. So I had to install it tomorrow. And my neighbors we had Google Fiber finally down, so I got scheduled time to get that for my house. But when the neighbors got it, Google Fiber cut my internet. So they cut the cable to my house. So that had to get repaired. And then I was going to do, when I came back, I was going to do a video. I spent all day doing it. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll just do a QRT instead, because there was this woman said something. We're going to cover it in a little bit. And if we want to cover it more, we will later. But the guy she retweets to validate her thing gave 10 points. And while he does say some things right, he does it in a way that it's wrong. So I was like, I don't know where to begin correcting all this. And being a Christian, I'm like, there's more to this problem. So I might give my points on that later on if we have a lot to say on it. But yeah, that's where we are at right now. So I think we're ready for the best part of the day. Are you ready, Karis?
I believe so. I am. Where is it here? Trying to share the screen.
Yeah. All right. So it's time for All right. So coming up later today, we have some news about the Conan Exiles Enhanced not showing up on consoles yet, and we're going to be covering that. But did you know Steam has had a bit of a success and a controversy at the same time?
Yep.
Okay, this I'm unaware of.
Yes, Valve has announced reservations for the new Steam controller starting yesterday. What happened was when they announced when they started selling the Steam controllers, they were sold out in 30 minutes because of scalpers. So now they have these new restrictions: limit one controller per Steam account. Once your turn arrives, you'll receive an email. It has 72 hours to complete the purchase. Eligibility requirements requires an account with good standing that made at least one purchase in Steam before April 27, 2026. Anyone who has already bought a controller during the initial May 4 wave is not eligible for this round. Valve will continue adding stock as it becomes available from the manufacturer.
My friend in Australia got one.
Oh.
Your friend in Australia who's a scalper?
No. My friend from Australia who's a legit gamer.
Oh, legit gamer, you said in Australia.
Yeah, he's the guy who drew my Discord profile. You know that little illustration I have? He drew that.
Awesome. But yeah, so no, I don't think it's Val.
It's not Val. I have multiple Aussie friends. I guess I should have been more specific. My Aussie friend who wasn't Val.
And Pouty, you're you show up on New Black Sheep a couple of times, right?
Yeah.
So you can talk to Kata better than I can, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and show it, Karis.
Oh yeah.
You might want to tell them to make his alt accounts less obvious. An ex-user keeps asking Crimson Desert to fix the game so he can finally see the Marin's feet. Still can't see the Marin's feet, losing interest in the game. Please fix this.
Yeah, that's
priorities.
Exactly him.
Priorities.
I saw Pirate Nation talk about that. Funny story.
You know it's bad when the first thing I think of when I see a post like this about women's feet, I'm thinking Kata.
Yeah, who else would you think of? He is the foot shredder after all.
Yeah. And you know what's funny is I would torment Atreus more than I have ever done a Kata.
Yeah,
like
fun.
you can still see hypnosis, which I haven't begun in a while because we streamed the same time period. As soon as he sees my name in chat with my wrench or shield, whatever we want to call it now, you can just see his eyes go wide and then just his body just slumps because of how much that would torment him.
Oh, damn it.
I've been saving a good super chat for him too. I gotta do it later.
Yeah. You would think I'd torment him more, torment Kata more because of the foot thing, but I haven't. I just realized that too. But you know what else isn't showing up anymore on
I'm disappointed about this.
Yeah.
What's that?
You're gonna have to show the actual image. Paranormal Activity Threshold has been canceled. Basically, can you read that character? Because I still can't read it very well.
Yes. It says, hello, indie and horror fans. For a while now, I've been hard at work on my next game, Paranormal Activity Threshold. I cannot thank everyone enough for the wildly positive reception it received at PAX. It's been a long time since I released Mortuary Assistant. I didn't even know that was the same developer. And I was thrilled to see people enjoying more of my work. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your support means the world to me. It's why I do what I would. This is why it's so difficult to share the development. Paranormal Activity Threshold has come to a close. It's no secret that game development means consistent changes and challenges, especially as a solo indie. It became clear that the game needed more time to ensure that it was the best that it could possibly be. Dread HP stood by my need for more time, and together we made the request to Paramount for a time extension. Sadly, Paramount did not agree to extend development. This left me with two choices: rush through development and release a subpar product I would not be proud of, or request that we go our separate ways. I chose the latter. Proudly, DreadXP stood by me every step of the way. We parted ways with Paramount amicably. Sometimes a hard word for me to say. It was an honor to even be considered to work with an IP I love so much. So this chapter ends for me, but I'm not going anywhere. I may need a small vacation, but I'm excited and eager to return to my corner of horror that you all so generously allowed me to occupy. On to the next grave to discover what horror I may unearth. Brian Clark.
He sounds like a cool guy. And yeah, that's really cool having to work. There hasn't been any like paranormal activity since the supposed final chapter. And I don't know. I stopped it at 4. Which paranormal did you stop at, Karis?
The last that I can recall is 3, but I read about 4.
Yeah, 4 was interesting. It added some new things. They also they used the Xbox Connect.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I loved Paranormal Activity. It was like Poltergeist for our generation.
It really was.
It had some really batshit lore.
Yeah, I remember when the first movie came out. We were in Iraq, so we would get pirated DVDs, which were legal back then, And we did. And you gotta remember, this is also still during the time frame the Wild West days of the internet.
Yep.
So we didn't know what to make it. We thought this was a real archive footage thing because we didn't see anything like this before. So we actually, there are people that never believed in ghosts because of this movie until we came home, started believing in demonic things. And when we came home and realized it was a movie, we're like, oh, did we all feel stupid about it?
Oh, come on. I wanted to believe it was real. I mean, I've only seen the first 2, but I really did want to.
There's
the
little
second
things.
The second one's the best. The second one's the best.
It really complements the first one. The first one did things, little subtle things that you only really would have noticed if you were paying attention. Like, without giving a whole lot away, like changes in a character's weight were really interesting that you would have had to notice as the scene was happening. And it's like, oh, wow, that's really fascinating. Like if you probably, a lot of the, special effects would have distracted you, but there's little things that were happening outside. I love movies. This is actually why I like I think it was The Lady in the Window or The Lady in Black with Daniel Radcliffe, where random things will happen in the background of a frame that you have to pay attention to. I love movies like that, where the scene doesn't directly call for it, but something could be happening in the back that you could miss if you're not paying attention to. And I like that. So it's unfortunate that, this isn't happening.
Yep. But we also got some more news about one of the popular games that just came out recently that's not on Steam.
Which is interesting.
How does Studio has responded to the recent backlash over the use of AI in their gacha game, Never Say Everest. I haven't played it yet. I've been meaning to. Like I said, when your internet gets shut down for about 3 days, you kind of can't even watch TV. But no, Dash Tech has been playing it. The problem they're having is,
it's people have been telling me about this controversy and how Iron Mouse got involved and threw them under, even though she was promoting the game over this.
Iron Mouse threw them under the bus.
Yeah, Iron Mouse was involved. That much I remember. I don't remember exactly how.
I didn't know she threw. I knew she was involved. I didn't know she threw.
Apparently her agents didn't tell her that about the AI usage. So I don't know, maybe she was blindsided. Maybe she wasn't. I still think from what I understand, I think she overreacted.
Yep. But basically they had this AI controversy. They used AI a little bit. Here's what I'm going to say on it. I understand the earlier AIs, including Adobe, for one, I'm going to throw them under the bus, uses people's art and it could be stealing it, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to, go into nuance of that. We've already discussed that in the last year. I think we beat the horse enough on this one.
The horse is grumpy.
Yeah, but it's going to keep coming up more and
Yeah.
more because
Oh, yeah.
there are people that refuse to admit that, like, like a brand new piece of technology almost never goes away. It will.
We discussed it. They opened Pandora's box, and I blame the trash artists on Twitter, not the good artists, the trash artists that come in and say your DM say, hey, I'll make you a image that for you that's going to cost you about $200 that your son could do, being 5 years old and all. So I'm like,
the art spammers. That is a separate problem entirely.
Mm-hmm. But that's what I'm saying. I feel nuance on that. But we do have the perfect world. It does look fun. I haven't played it yet. That I'm pretty sure you believe it's fun. Mikey's told me it's fun.
Mikey loves the game. He's actually run out of things to do in the game. He's like completely caught up on the content.
Wow.
That sounds about right for him.
For the context, the developers said they admitted to using AI-assisted tools for a limited selection of background and environment assets only. The characters and the stories and all core creative elements were created entirely by human teams. See, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I don't know how big Hada Studios is, but if it was EA Games doing this shit, and they will, or they're using it to, let's say, give them legal advice to not pay their partners and companies, I'm totally against that because no. But I mean, when you think about it, I write my own scripts now. I don't just read articles. I read the articles, write my notes, and then I write a script in Grammarly, right? Even before AI became a thing, when you use Grammarly's grammar thing, which is an advanced form of Autotech, that's still AI.
Yep.
So, I mean, using it to adjust and correct your grammar or tell you, hey, you're going on a tangent here, because sometimes I'll write 10,000 words and then I'm like, okay, over 10,000 words. And now, okay, I want to turn this down to 2,400 words. How do I do that? So basically a 15-minute script. I'm still technically using AI. It's still almost like my songs, like the intro and stuff. That's all me, but that's AI helping me with my creative work, because I am definitely not a good singer. But I want I don't know if the script you have has it, because I had to change it. But we're gonna skip over the High School of the Dead game news, because I actually listened to it. And it's actually it
didn't look like a legitimate game.
I tried it. I tested it. I was excited about it. We had it in the notes. We're not going to cover that, but I'm going to say the next one we're going to cover. I'm going to read it. I'll let everyone give a quick take on it, and I'm going to add something to it. If we want to talk more later on it, because everyone has their own thoughts about this, we will cover it after Dragon Bytes and stuff. But go ahead.
I don't have anything for High School of the Dead. So
okay, so you see the next one down? I guess it'll be like Lizzie Marbach.
Yep.
Fugly. Yeah, that's the one.
It's like there's fake Naruto games out too, but it's so, because High School of the Dead is such a beloved classic.
Yep.
I know, you got me all excited for 5 seconds.
Okay, this one we'll have to sign in for, because Joe doesn't know what to point out later. But Lizzie Marbach says she knows this is an unpopular opinion, but it will always be unattractive for a grown man to play video games. Some women might be understanding or pretending like they don't care that you spend hours of playing, but they do. It's extremely unattractive to women and will never not be. Now, I'll give my thoughts after y'all, but y'all can go ahead and offer your thoughts to all this. But Pouty, you're a woman. Is it unattractive for a man to play video games? Let's start with you.
Heck no. I mean, the way I see things, if you want to play a game, great. Keeps you out of my hair for 1, and for 2, hey, if it's a 2-player game, I might play with you. Hello, Stone, man. He popped in at a good time.
Give me a moment, Levistro. I'm logging in.
No worries.
Especially competitive games. I mean, if a guy wants to play a competitive game with me, I'm all for it. You want to play co-op? Even better. Like, let's bust out the Ninja Turtles. Have a good time.
Oh,
And
Shredder's Revenge.
Shredder's Revenge, you got
not
it.
talking about Candy Crush here. That's not a game.
No. Candy Crush is what my mom plays.
Guys, what's your thoughts as a man?
Yeah, like I think she's completely off. Like if you're going to just reject and discount men based on whether or not they like a video game or have a hobby, that's not fair.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have terrible standards.
Now, before we go into that one, Karis, give me your thoughts.
I actually gave my thoughts in a repost that I will simply just reread wherever I put it. Because unlike Lizzie, I actually went and looked up some information. No, Lizzie, you are looking at this objectively. It's your opinion based on a visual aesthetic that you've decided looks ugly. You think about you don't think about the therapeutic side of decompressing after a rough day or even week, both for men and women. You've had your own experience and decided that's how life should be and labeled it objective to sound intelligent. No data to back it up, no case studies or examples, just an opinion. Military veterans, engineers, painters, technicians, retail workers, teachers, social workers, homemakers, etc. All people who could list one or more reasons why a video game could or has helped them in some way or another. There's lots of studies that have gone into the relief and calming nature of it. And I actually list some. One from the NIH, one from Userway, which goes into therapy, and one from Psychology Today on the benefits of video games and how they're therapeutic. Show your work, Lizzie, because I'm willing to bet you don't have any.
I can show you her work.
Well, if I may, clearly this woman has never seen Jane McGonigal's TED Talk on how to harness the mental powers of gamers. I mean, our thought process are totally different.
Oh yeah. No, let me put it this way. Usually when I see something that contradicts what I believe, I try to see who this person is because I want to argue on the merits of their argument. Like I want to see where they're coming from. Lizzie was a former GOP for the Ohio spokesperson and abortion stuff. Okay. She's basically a right winger. She's also a Christian, or so she says. Her opinion comes from when I looked it up, comes from a Brain Rot 2025 clout poll from Date Psychology. They claimed that gaming was unattractive, one of the most 15 unattractive traits in a male, talking about masculinity. So you have that. In reality, Brittner shows that gaming is mainstream for 60% of adults, and we've seen a 148% Google search spike for I want a gamer. I want a gamer. Not a nerd. I mean, we are nerds, but gamer. Over searches for the mysterious bad boy trope. All right. The other thing is a 2012 BYU study found that 76% of gaming couples report positive effects in their marriage, better conflict resolution. One thing they note, as psychologists note, is that seeing a man lights up with passion for a complex topic is often described by women as infectious. It signals a capacity for deep devotion, a trait essential for a father. Plus, 30 pursuits like gaming and STEM and lead to STEM and also stable careers. If you want a six-figure provider, chances are he's likely a gamer nerd. But go back to her post because I want to point something out. You see go where she says, "Read this." Like,
oh, that one.
Yes,
that guy. You want me to go to the whole thing?
Yes. Now, this guy has some things that are said right, and there's some things that are said wrong. Okay. But what you'll notice is he says, I'm not trying to attack gamers. And if you play 2 hours, of course you're not, I'm not talking about you. I'm going to press X to doubt here. One thing I'm going to point out is that when it comes to people that claim to be Christians, you will know us by our fruit. Okay. A lot of people are starting to realize that Melanie Mack is not a Christian. She was on the what's her name is?
Chrissy Mayer.
Thank you. I was watching that podcast, and she says, I had to divorce my husband because he was not a Christian. No, the Bible says if a non-believer wants out, then you can get a divorce. Otherwise, unless it's adultery, abandonment, or abuse, you're stuck for life with that non-believer.
Melanie,
Yep,
it's
yep.
okay for you to like divorce, but yet like anyone who has any attraction to anyone of the opposite, come on, you can't pick and choose, girl.
Okay, hold on.
Wait. Yes, she can. She gets to dress like a teenage girl and have people goon to her and then call you out for it.
Okay, hold on. Anyways, he blames games and women who like gamers as part of a broken culture. But go to his page.
Okay.
This is I'm not doing an ad hominem here. Look, he says Christian husband, father, American, loyal to Christ and his word. We'll punch left and right accordingly, okay?
We'll punch left right accordingly.
Yeah, scroll down. Just scroll slowly, like so people can see what's going on here. What you're going to see is he posts a lot of performative piety, like the Pharisees did in the Bible.
Oh, he's one of those types.
Yes, he's like Melanie Mack, basically.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of these types on X that
I'm
basically ruin.
Gosh, hold on, I'm trying to speed this up.
Okay.
Because it's if we want to talk about later, we will go back and talk about.
Oh yeah, I know this is a deep topic. Could be another panel in and of itself. I get that.
But one thing I want to point out here is the PubMed, Installer Online, and Stormline lists the top masculine vocations as cops, doctors, soldiers, and tradesmen. He has never done anything. He talks a lot about in his podcast. You can go back to his points about blood and sweat. I'm going to tell you, I grew up poor. I worked in factories. I worked in military, stuff like that. And I know a lot about the term blood and sweat. I don't think I've seen him in there. He likes to cherry pick the childish things in 1 Corinthians. And he also cites the believer's freedom that I also mentioned to JDA and Jonathan Trent about, all things are lawful. Or he says all things are profitable. All right. I'm going to say that one of the things he says in 9 is that he would prefer Yahtzee to games because he doesn't get a dopamine hit in games. So therefore he won't get addicted. I don't think he understands how dopamine works. I put a quote on that one. Dopamine is basically, you can get dopamine from Yahtzee, board games. You can get dopamine from the gym. You can get dopamine from listening to music. In fact, there was a study, all right, from McGill University and University of Utah Health that religious feelings activates the brain's reward centers. The chills from worship music trigger a massive dopamine release. Dr. Andrew Newberg found in 12 Minutes of Prayer leads to neurochemical changes. By Hudson's own logic about dopamine, he's a dealer. He deals to his church and he deals to his kids. That's literally worse than a gamer. You're dealing the addiction you describe. Luckily, that's not how this works. However, as we've shown from his tweets, right? There's he might want to take the plank out of his own eye because research at Yale University and Johns Hopkins, as well as Psychology Today, show that hot takes and tribal point scoring of politics triggers the exact same reward centers as any other addiction. If he's
of course,
sense of being pious. So
like all these like these fake Twitter evangelists types, like they all get a dopamine rush because it's another form of virtue signaling.
Yep. And I'm gonna point out that Lizzie Marbach, I don't think Gabriel Hudson should be defending her. He's not her husband. Her husband should be defending her. So where's her husband? All right. And the reason I'm going to say that is because where's it at here? I thought I lost my notes on this one.
Is she
basically
divorced?
There's a proverb, and I forgot where I put it. There's a proverb about Karen women. It's called the scornful wife or quarrelsome wife, basically. And it says that a quarrelsome wife will drive her husband to the desert. All right. Where's her husband? Next off, she wants to use moral piety as her thing, and so it's just like Melanie Mack, right?
Mhm.
But there's a Bible verse that says from 1 Timothy 2:12. Even this Bible verse was also mentioned as a super chat in Chrissy Mayer's thing, which Melanie Mack says, yeah, that's about this or that, and I agree with it. Well, I'm going to tell you what it says. I do not permit a woman to teach or assume authority over man. You cannot preach to a man. You cannot tell a man what a man should be. So she agrees with that. Her entire YouTube Bible channel is against the Bible. And in this case, Lucy Marbach being a female authority that we've seen going from since 1976, she's going against the Bible itself. But also the Believer's Freedom points out that the other guy, he's not being respectful to the non-believer. He's bringing shame to God in the church. Like I said, we have to, in all things we do to the glory of God, yes, but in doing so, bring no shame to the non-believer, the church, ourselves, or God himself. His own post, since he likes to be pious like a Pharisee, has brought shame to himself. So if we want to cover this later on, we can. I just wanted to say it out there, but I got two advice for them. And this is something that even as a non-believer, you can tell someone who thinks they're haughtier than you. It's from Proverbs 17:28. Even a fool who keeps his mouth shut is considered wise, which means shut your mouth.
Yep, I believe in that one.
That being said, like I said, if we want to talk about later, we can. I just wanted to address that because I had a full 20-minute video that I could just go on forever on everything that was wrong with this one.
I know these types piss me off too, man. These types piss me off too, Izzy.
But we actually have a based woman other than Pouty who says something different. Riz Lexo, I don't know her politics. I know she's a gamer and a gamer mom. The older I get, the less I care if someone thinks gaming is childish. Life needs a little joy. I'm not changing my hobbies to make someone feel better about them. Yes.
Amen, sister.
That's what I believe. I think that's what we all believe.
Yeah.
And
I stopped caring about like people's as like so long as I take care of myself and provide for myself, I am a fucking adult and like I can do whatever I want with my free time.
Yes.
Right.
And that's actually pretty based too. You know, I was very respected. I was like, I saw that. I was like, you know what? I don't know her. She's a gamer mom. It's a Mother's Day episode. She's a woman. We're going woke here. I'm gonna validate her opinion.
Well,
But this just keeps implying that he's under some kind of like debuff or something.
The woke debuff, yes.
And even besides, it's not attractive, but you should be able to do more than just video games. I'm just saying. Mods ban her. No, okay, no, that is true. You don't want to have just that in there. You don't want to have just gaming as part of your thing. It gets boring. Yes, I talk about games a lot, but as you can see, I know my things about the Bible. I know my things about politics. I watch anime with Dash on Thursdays in his Discord. Like, I have a life outside of this channel.
Right. I mean, the way I see it, as long as you take care of the things you need to do and you have it well balanced, there's no reason why you can't still be a gamer.
Yeah, that's exactly the thing. It's like the game. It's like I think people understand. It's like a gamer is kind of like a cinephile or a wine connoisseur. We don't want slop games. We want good games. We're passionate about them, but that doesn't mean that's the only thing that defines us. Speaking of which, let's get into. I have a question for everybody. And hello, everybody. I see y'all's chats. And I got a question for y'all. Hold on. At least for this is why Slanish embraces all. Slanish is the way. I got something for you on Slanish later on. But yeah, so I have a question for y'all. Would y'all buy the Xbox if Project Keyless has exclusive games, our price tag out of $800, full backwards compatibility, and optional disk drive? Would you buy the next Xbox?
I am good on hardware for the time being. I got the Switch 2, I got the base PS5, and I've got a really powerful PC. I am good.
How backwards compatible are we talking here?
That's a good question.
Yeah, can it play like even like the missing 360 games that weren't made backwards compatible for Xbox One.
I'll do you one better. Can it play the OG Xbox console titles, Gen 1?
Well, the Xbox One can already do that.
That would
Yeah,
make
but
it
we're
work.
talking about this one.
Yeah.
Can I go get Halo for the original Xbox, throw it in the disk drive, and play it without downloading a single patch?
That's a good question. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting. I think it's a good question, and I think the thing is the two things that like I will say I would, if you had full, like literally two legit verbatim full backwards compatibility of all Xbox titles with the optional with the disk drive. Don't make it optional. You put the disk drive in there. Maybe
the resale market would boom. Like it'd be very good.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to go back to physical media.
I will pay $800 for that if you have literally full backwards compatibility and the disk drive, not optional, the disk drive with the exclusive games to make you still like to make you want to play the thing beyond having a retro console, right? Because if you don't have exclusive games, it might as well just be a retro console. But if you have some exclusive games, I know some people don't like it. It's like, oh, we're going away from that. No, I don't think it's a good idea. I do think that Microsoft, Nintendo, and Sony should have their exclusive titles. Like, for example, Sony has an exclusive title that, I'm like, you know what? This just proves that Sony's not the best. Just saying. I mean, if you have a NTR game.
Oh, goodness. I wish I
Yeah. I for context, Pouty, I got sideswiped with that by Dash right before we streamed last week. And I told the audience and him, if you have video evidence, because now we had the proof, right? But I wanted to test it first, just to be careful, because I didn't know much about it until after Dash had informed me. But I said, if you have video evidence, I will make a video. Dash provided the video evidence. I made the video with that evidence. Sony can have that game. I don't want to see it on Steam. You can have that game. If you want to say Sony is superior, I don't keep shame, but it says a lot about you if you're saying that you have no problem and it's a non-issue that has NTR. We'll just say it like that.
Yeah.
But I will say there's a win for some people that are highly controversial.
Yep.
So I can't say his name right. Hideki, the creator and director of Bayonetta video game series, recently replied to a user on X. The fan described Bayonetta as an absolute LGBT icon and criticized Bayonetta 3 for trashing the legacy of the games and asked for Kamiya to return. Kamiya quoted the user post and responded, "Idiot, disappear."
Beautiful.
Okay,
I'm so
I have a
tired
quick
of-
confession to make about like Bayonetta. I always got kind of bi vibes from her, but I think what he said was absolutely fucking base because I'm sick of these people trying to claim everyone for their representation.
Everything's a trans icon.
Well, see, here's the thing I noticed about women, and Pouty, you can say I'm wrong. I don't fucking care.
Oh, I may agree with you, but go ahead.
I make this joke that women are by default bi.
Mhm.
Women are very like when I was growing up, women were very sensual, not sexual, sensual. You also got to remember, Bayonetta is a witch. Her powers flows from her hair. Witches are known to use their bodies in rituals and stuff like that. Like,
And she slays angels.
yeah. So she would definitely flirt with women, but doesn't mean she'd be attractive. She's using it with her powers and magic. That's what I always thought with Bayonetta. The fact that she was attracted to that one guy that was hunting her down. I mean, I'm surprised no one called Bayonetta a groomer because by the story, that guy that she has a love interest with was basically a child when she escaped her coffin.
Damn.
Yeah.
No, we rarely call women groomers.
Yeah.
We reserve that for you men.
So I don't think she's bi at all. I think
It's just
she's straight.
very problematic age gap.
Mhm.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but he's an adult.
By a couple hundred years.
Yeah, but the thing is like like the groomer narrative would also be destroyed because he doesn't meet her again until he's an adult. He spends his whole time training to hunt her down. So that's the opposite
There's
of
also
grooming
the
him.
thing that there was also the time loop thing where they were like they were babysitting a younger version of her like for most of the game.
Yep.
Interesting.
Can't really monitor. That's fair. That's fair. Val, he's talking about the Xbox. Wade, hello. But that being said, I hope you don't live in New York.
Oh dear, what's happening there now?
A newly proposed law for New York State may soon force all online games with chat functions to instigate age verification systems.
Oh, fuck you.
Act is being considered by the New York State Senate, aims to place heavy restrictions on online chat systems. The bill would require all social media platforms and online games to turn off open chat functions with users only able to chat with others after verifying their age.
Take it to the Supreme Court.
The act, will. The act requires paternal discretion for accounts identifying as belonging to children for everything from friend requests to managing privacy settings, with parents also being notified when a child is trying to change those settings. The bill cited several online platforms as example that would be affected, including Facebook, Snapchat, and the previously mentioned Roblox, amongst others. Now, we have talked about Roblox so many fucking times.
Yep.
I'm tired of Roblox, and I'm a parent. Pouty, you're a parent. I think, Pouty, you would agree with me that we don't want the state telling us to how to raise our kids. We don't want them raising our kids. We want more power. Us as parents want more power to decide how we're going to raise our kids.
Exactly.
Give us the tools we need. Give us the education we need, right? Like the resources, the information that we can make a decision for ourselves.
Yeah.
And stay out of our way. We're already paying you taxes. Leave us alone. But I got good news on this from Stop Killing Games.
Stand by. I was distracted by the list of games in the picture.
Stop Killing Games joined a big coalition to pushing back against new age verification laws that claim to be for our safety. Big companies can afford the costly ID checks and rules, while small teams, fan fixes for private game servers and community projects usually cannot. These are exactly what keep old games alive after the makers stop supporting them. One example is a free browser game, Urban Dead, which ran for nearly 20 years until its sole developer shut it down in 2025 because UK made rules making it too hard to continue. Seen Games signed an open letter with groups like Mozilla and the Electronic Frontier Foundation, EFF. I use their sources a lot in my research. The letter says that while protecting kids online matters, and which we all could agree on this, these wide age checks create new gatekeepers, collect private data, and shrink the open web. Corporations would love to keep your private data, and these rules can make private service and even some Linux systems illegal in places like California. Games we own should stay playable. So this is going to be interesting to see.
I'm feeling that, considering that if you guys ever heard of the old MMO Defiance, I was one of the founding players of that game. I
really?
Oh yeah, I remember Defiance. I watched the
that.
TV show. Like they launched the TV show alongside the MMO. It was like a really bold strategy.
I'll admit it. I love that game, and when they shut it down, I was like, "Well, I feel stupid for paying for this game now."
Damn.
Well, that's it for the major Dragon Bytes, but we got some
Denuvo Fails.
Yes, while most people don't talk about Denuvo too much, we decided we're going to cover every single Denuvo crack and hypervisor pass, which since they've cracked all the games and Denuvo hasn't fixed their thing to report on, we're going to cover things in the past, things that have already been cracked or bypass that's being cracked now recently. And one of those is Stellar Blade. Stellar Blade is the latest Denuvo game from Voices 38 that has been cracked. Released in June 11, 2025 for the PC version, the proper removal, not just the hyperpass, was announced by Crackwatch with private communities. Stellar Blade Shift Up Sony has been fully cracked by Voices 38. But they joined the 2 more titles. The Mommy Simulator, a Resident Evil Requiem, has been properly cracked again by Voices 38. That had Denuvo. And joining that is, well, hold on before you do the correct. Well, don't worry about it. It's okay.
Oh, I went back just in time.
The correct version runs faster and smoother than bypass ones, using with wave-based VRAM and RAM usage. Chalking out to another YouTube video of how many videos that got Denuvo games that got cracked, showing the performance issues. Again, this joins another game that got cracked. Denuvo has finally collapsed. All games with DRM has been cracked and available with torrents in the last 4 months. 11 hypervisor of 115 hypervisor hacks been released, and the hacker Voices 8 was able to completely remove DRM and Requiem, Resident Evil Requiem, and Doom the Dark Ages. So
some of those Denuvo workarounds scare me, but I can understand the benefit.
I don't condone piracy. I'm just pointing out that this company is a scam.
Sure is.
But anyways, we got more news on that one.
Always enjoyable.
Again, just to reiterate, marked on this day, mark this on today's calendar, that there's no more games. Every game that has Denuvo has officially been bypassed. We said it before, but Crackwatch has been watching all this, and they haven't posted anything new since that time period.
Achievement unlocked.
This is April 26th, by the way. But if you think that means that, I want to point this other thing out because it's going to go into the next thing. But cancel this podcast. We've talked a couple times in DMs. I'm thinking about probably bringing him on for an interview. But he brings a valid point. The video games industry prices you out of buying games, and then they wonder why piracy ends up back on the menu. Again, we don't condone piracy here, but yes, when you raise your prices and then you add a scam feature that doesn't help you prevent 20% of your sales, as we discussed in the past, it's going to happen.
Yeah, like you heard about the Nintendo price increase.
We're going to cover that. Yeah, we're going to cover that in a minute.
Oh, I didn't realize you were going for a segue.
That's why I had the prices here, because that's coming up next.
Can I give an example of something that I've done in the past, which I think allows me to check the box that I can play both sides? When Bionic Commando came out in 2009, I technically bought this game twice. I probably mentioned this in my initial interview way back. I don't remember. I purchased this game twice. Once in person at a GameStop, pre-ordered it completely. They didn't have it when it came out. I was mad. Went on Steam, bought it. We're $120 in. Servers crashed. Couldn't download it over the weekend. Guess what did work? The torrent. Downloaded the torrent. In 4 hours, was playing the game. So I bought it legally, and then I went and got the torrent that worked flawlessly. Buy the game and get the Denuvo crack? Like, what? You bought the game. Get the version. I'm finding this fine line here. I don't want to tell people to just go get the Denuvo version.
Yeah.
You bought the game. Keep the torrent that works as a backup. That I've done things like that because the legit version didn't work.
The EU, right? The piracy works as a demo, and people go buy the game. The EU commissions, the European Union's commission's own investigation found that out. The industry had a melty melt about, so they quietly never talk about it anymore. That's about it. But that being said, that covers our Denuvo Fails. We will be covering past games that we discovered that no one has talked about that were cracked or bypassed in the past. And we're looking forward to seeing what happens with Assassin's Creed Resyncs Denuvo, a single-player game. You figure it out. because
Yeah.
that's just showing you the
Roma Ardet knocked the house.
Rome birds tonight. It's the last phrase. Roma Ardet knocked the hot, which we call Roma AAA. We have confirmed from Cancel This Podcast that Nintendo was raising the price of Switch 2 up to $50, but the price is not going up until September 1st. It's not going to sell 3 million fewer consoles in the next fiscal year. But more news came out about that because Castbox says you understand why people pirate your shit. So just putting it out there. The Nintendo president Shinto Furuka has also apologized to customers for the Switch 2 price increase. He says we apologize. While we wouldn't prioritize wide adoption, it was challenging to bear the pricing costs over a long period of time. I'm not going to go much too into it. I don't plan on buying a Switch 2 at $450, much less $500. I think it should be cheaper. That's just my opinion. I also don't like the idea that if my son says the wrong words on the while he's playing this game, you're going to give me a very expensive paperweight of $500.
Hey, that's why I haven't even signed the second TOS for the game chat. You know, it's like I don't need another TOS. Like, you know, on top of the one that I already have with my Nintendo account, I don't need a separate TOS. I get it. It's protect kids and shit, but like, you know,
You're an adult.
It's like, I'm an adult. If I say a no word while using your service, am I going to like lose my library, or am I just going to get banned from game chat? I'll just use Discord and not get penalized.
Like, I can verify that. I don't know if you guys ever tried the Nintendo chat for the original Switch that used to be the one you use on your phone. I got like a 48-hour ban from that one for talking shit in Mario Kart.
Damn.
Yeah,
So
so
they
I'm
will
guessing
ban
the
you for naughty
apology.
words.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that hasn't changed.
Yeah, because my son is just like me and he cares. I think Dash will tell you, like offline when I stop my stream and I go where I'm like, okay, like Pouty, the equivalent for this for you when it comes to being able to go unfiltered, it's like when you end your hard day and take your bra off, right? You're like, I finally can take this thing off, right? That's how it feels for me when I can finally like not think about, am I going to say a no word? Wait.
To give an example, I ended my stream and Lavistra was like a slinky all built up and just fling.
It's just uncoiled, huh?
Yeah, I do want to highlight part of it. He says like to help justify higher prices, Furumo promises a stronger software response. We'll prepare a robust software lineup to enhance the Switch 2 ownership value. We will work diligently to overcome this barrier.
Okay.
And I hope that means cheaper games, right?
Yeah.
Right?
This is what I'm noticing here. He says, look what he says, the Switch 2 ownership value. If I own that Switch 2, you can't break it. Which is it? I'm leasing it or I'm owning it. It can't be both.
Yes, it can.
No, it can't.
In legalese, yes, it can.
Yeah.
I own it so long as they don't notice I tampered, and then they'll fuck me up. But I'm not going to do anything to get Nintendo to fuck up my Switch that I paid for, plus all my games.
I actually got this mixed up. But Kara, can you scroll down, I think 2 X posts, you'll see what I'm talking about. We have another Nintendo news.
Yep, I see it.
But the quality of Nintendo games is, in my view, probably going to go down. Nintendo announced veteran designer Takashi Tezuka is retiring from the company. He directed games such as Legend of Zelda Super Mario World and Legend of Zelda Link to the Past, one of my favorite games. Yoshi's Island, another one of my favorite games. And most recently, the producer of Super Mario Bros. Wonder. So sorry to see him leave. I think he's done a great work for Nintendo. See, I'm not always negative with Nintendo.
No, not at all.
I'm loyal to Nintendo because Legend of Zelda, but at the same time, I can call a spade a spade.
It's good to criticize, especially if you're a fan like me. Like I criticized all the woke language in Tamagotchi life. I living the dream. You know,
exactly.
and the game still sold well. Like hit well with its target audience. You know, but like let's see them try that shit in like another franchise that isn't a life sim.
Yeah. Now, I just wanted to know exactly. I think yes, like I am a fan, but I think he deserved his retirement. So I did want to acknowledge that and mention, the greats are starting to the greats that are left are starting to lead the industry. But
take a look at this real quick over on the left.
Yeah, Moto's getting up there, isn't he?
This guy's worked on a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Expect some dowers in the coming years, I think.
Such a huge Zelda fan. This makes me kind of sad.
Well, no, like still a bunch of people involved that have been involved in Zelda are still working on Zelda.
Hopefully they can carry it.
Yeah. And but that's what we got for Nintendo news. But we have some news for EA. And I don't feel sorry for them, and I don't feel sorry for the people on both sides. And I'll explain why. The Players Alliance plans to raid protests at EA's main office in Redwood City on May 11th. They bring people dressed as game characters, a 50-foot petition signed by more than 70,000 people, and fake loot boxes. This is to show their concerns about EA's $55 billion buyout deal. It would make EA a private company owned by a group that includes Saudi Arabia's public investment fund Silver Lake and affinity partners. Protest video game unions fear the buyout will cause job losses, close game studios, increase AI use, and push players to spend more money. Now, here's what I'm going to point out. Private or not, they keep doing the loot boxes. I don't think that's going to stop.
Well, they can't say it's going to push players to spend more money when that's what they've been doing. I mean, I don't know if you guys are Sims players, but that's why I quit playing.
Here's what I'm going to point out. That's the shield they're using. All right. Here's the thing I want y'all to notice. It will cause job losses, close game studios, and increase AI use. Those three are the main arguments that we've seen in the past because, go back real quick, Dash. Sorry.
Oh, wait, I actually want to show something.
Hold on. I just lost it because we changed it. Protesters, right? And game unions. They're fearing for their jobs, which, as we've seen with game unions that were unionizing, right? We talked about the European ones, even the American ones. They're not talking about world culture, the work culture within the industry. They care about, like we talked about the STJV, that was the union at Spire Studios for one of Nacon's studios that got shut down last week. They attacked Nacon, saying they want as part one of their demands, they wanted the management to make a statement about Palestine and open borders. What does that have to do with making games better?
Spiders wanted them to do that?
Yeah, because their union, STJV or what, not SJV, not SJW. It's a French word, but it's STJV.
There it is. There it is. That's what I wanted to show you. Scroll down.
French words.
Scroll down.
Yep, there's me. That's what I wanted to show you.
Fisher, and this is just a leftover, no King's funding. Yep. Like I said, I already said my part where I mentioned the studios were being political, and Dash kind of confirms it.
Yeah, like I'm just saying, like it all sounds like game unions, like left-leaning activists, like it all, like these are all like storming buildings, dressing, highly funded, highly organized. It's got like the NGOs written all over it.
Mm-hmm. Now, do I want to support a lot of game developers? Yes, I do. Do I think you need a union for it? No, I don't. But to be fair, I'm a freelancer. I'm just
very anti-union in general. I have my reasons to be.
I used to work with a union before I joined the army. I did it did a very bad impact in my life to where I'm like, I don't want to be a part of a union. I'd rather talk my own contracts. Which, yeah, I think a lot of these people that are in unions, like we saw with what was that guild? the Hollywood
SAG-AFTRA.
deal. Yeah,
They're always causing trouble.
they fucked their lesser actors over.
Oh, they do constantly.
And made it interesting for the more prominent actors. How does that help these younger actors? They just say, "Oh, that's not us; it's the corpos." Well, yes, I am anti-corporation. I'm also anti-union, which means I'm going to look at both sides and figure out who to blame. And usually, the union leaders are usually corrupt. That's why I'm anti-union. If you want a union, that's on you. But just know that when you unionize and you cause a headache, and a company is filing for insolvency or going private, they're going to look for the headaches and the not profitable parts of their company, and they're going to start trimming it. They're trimming the fat. So, yeah. As far as monetization, well, players won't just, if they don't want to play monetization games, they're going to play games that don't have monetization transactions like that. I don't recall the last time I played an EA title. I'm not saying I never did. I just don't remember. It's been a while.
Could it have possibly been Jedi too?
Yeah. Survivor.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That was 2 years ago. Or no, a year
I
ago.
keep replaying Dragon Age 2, so I have to be quiet there.
Yeah, that's technically BioWare before. I think.
Yeah.
I think they published that before EA bought them. So technically,
That was right after, actually, because EA's logo. I hate it.
I can't remember which came first. BioWare's Inquisition, or EA, or was it Dragon Age 2? Anyways, I can't remember which came first, the hen or the egg. But that being said, we're going into the one part that people are excited about, allegedly, that slammed my video about one of their titles because I dared to criticize Ubisoft as inferior.
Oh no! Shit. Never mind.
Wrong one. That's
yep, I just realized it. Realized I had the wrong one.
Anything. Ubisoft unveils more Skull and Bones content as players counts hit double digits. Not 100 players, not 200 players, 99 and below players. This is also the same studio, Ubisoft Singapore, that's making Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. I'm just gonna point that out.
Wait, you got the Skull and Bones people to make the Black Flag remake?
Oh no!
What?
Yeah, I pointed that out. Yeah, it's in my video.
Yep.
Why Windrose is superior? Like
they got mad. They got big mad.
Yeah, they got mad, and there are some people that had some fair remarks about how the ship battles for Windrose needs more tweaking. And I agree with that. I won't lie. Windrose does have some things that, it's not a perfect game. I won't lie, but it's a lot better than Ubisoft that also made it easier. Like, those trailing missions that you desync if you fail it. Oh no, it'll continue. Another one was they made the parkour a lot easier for you to do. It's basically a watered down version with a fresh coat of paint. Also removing the Freedom Cry DLC, which is just pandering anyways. And removing the multiplayer. So why do you need the Denuvo?
Fresh coat of yellow paint.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, so the Skull and Bones people are making Assassin's Creed Black Flag. You can hit all your nostalgia berries, but since they're remaking the game, right, removing the modern story parts of the Montreal studio of Abstergo, removing a lot of stuff, replacing the courtesans with orbs, like all that.
Women.
That means that they have to remake the whole game, which means it's going to fucking suck. I mean, look, like we said, Skull and Bones, double digits in players. It's done. It's a flop, a massive flop made by the same studio. Why would I reward them with money knowing that they're going to flop this one? That was a dumb decision on them. Yes, Marcus Alexis Cote is gone. So that means we're not going to see his little fetish, but I guarantee we're going to see some traces of his. Let's make every historical character LGBT. We're going to see something. But, if it succeeds, it succeeds. But
Levistro, there's a cat.
Yeah, don't forget to get that collector's edition with all that useless crap.
Well, let's be honest, it's the only thing of value in it. You're not going to be able to own your game. It's going to be a digital copy, and you're paying $200 for the statue itself. That was one of my main critiques. I'll send you the video if you want to watch it yourself. But that being said, I guess since Carrot's really wants to talk about it, she's back, ladies and gentlemen.
Hang on. I want to make sure I got the right one here. Yeah.
Slay the Spire.
Oh no.
Slay the Spire 2 is facing backlash as their players discover Nina Sarkeesian listed as a consultant in the credits. Gamers are leaving negative scene reviews saying they regret buying the game and would not have purchased if they knew. Some requesting refunds while it's still in early access. Show the next one, then we can come back to this one.
Oh man, the discussion, the Steam discussion forums on Slay the Spire 2 are just nothing but just fighting.
Yep.
Damn it! How did she crawl back? I thought we banished that creature to the
Slay the
abyss.
Spire 2 are absolutely good, absolutely taking some people learn to work with Anita Sarkeesian. Good. He deserves to lose everything for that. Now, I heard, and I'm going to address this, right? Because people say, I don't understand this and that. I heard the game was good. I didn't buy the game because it's not my type of game, but I thought about playing it because it was, one of those popular games, but I was like, well, I'll be a hypocrite because I would be playing just for the views, not for the fun. So I didn't buy the game. So I'm patting myself on the back on this one, okay? But for everyone else, I'm sorry you bought the game. I hope you get your refund. But they're saying if the game was good, why are we going to be upset for Anita Sarkeesian? Anita Sarkeesian was one of, if not the main one who caused the most damage to the gaming community than anyone else in gaming history.
She's one of the founders of the terrible movement that we are constantly fighting against.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a terrible.
She was like the
podcast.
proto Saint SJW. Like if you watch the musical videos, like this is Halloween spoof. Like had Anita as Jack Skellington.
Now look at mostly negative reviews. 500, very positive 500 English reviews, recent reviews, about the same amount. It literally tanked it. Now there's probably
they were getting negative views from Chinese players before because of they buffed a bunch of the bosses.
Yep. But here's the thing I would point out. The game can be good, but consultants in the game industry before this woke crap came in here, they were called the idea guys. We would laugh at them. I have an idea for a game. You should do this to your game. Do you have a DDD? No. Haha, get the fuck out of here. What a DDD is, that's the game design document. It tells you everything about the game.
Right.
All right. Anita didn't draw the characters. She didn't make the code. She didn't decide the engine, the finances, all that. She just said, I have an idea. Maybe you don't show these women's boobs more. Maybe you make them look fatter. Maybe you don't give them the damsel in distress. Anita Sarkeesian would have a hissy fit if she found out in KCD 2 you can rescue the fair maiden from the castle, which I was shocked. I was like, I get to rescue the princess. I get to rescue, like, not like shocked as in repulsed, like shocked as in, oh my god, this is what I wanted from a video. This is the ultimate fantasy. The only time I got to do this was thank you, Mario, but the princess in another castle, or Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, even Mario can't save the princess anymore because of Anita. She went after Princess Peach hard, and as a result, like, look at Movie Peach, like, fighting an entire, like, space casino full of ninjas.
She's wearing pants now.
Yeah,
I cut her hair.
I'm still
Zelda PTSD.
I'm still convinced that Anita is the reason that we got the ending of Half-Life Alyx that we did, and I will die on that hill.
Yep. But since she doesn't do anything, she's just a consultant and idea guy, right? The people are saying she doesn't do anything. Therefore, having her name attached to a successful game should never happen. So, yeah, the gameplay is good. Anita did nothing in the development of this game.
I still haven't forgiven her for her badass Zelda take. She's like, Legend of Zelda is a classist, sexist male fantasy. I'm just like,
Zelda is like one of the baddest bitches in video games. Like, and she has been for a long time.
Yeah. Before we had her in there, her alter ego Sheik was her, like, gamers were not like, there's no way Princess can do this. No, they understood why she did this. Her kingdom was
You know, just
destroyed.
look at the
The
end of
chosen-
Wind Waker.
Hold on. The chosen one, Link, right, was disappeared for 7 years. So someone had to do the job. When Link came back, she stayed in the background and just told Link where to go, just like what Princess would do in the past games. But she's got to hide herself because Ganon was looking for her.
I just want to say, like, in my defense of Zelda, she has fought like entire bosses. Like, you know, people that say that she only became a strong character because of Breath of the Wild. No, that's recency bias. Like, she's always been very active. Like, even when she is captured, she is like normally a lot more resourceful than Peach. She is like, and she has high levels of magic and like literally like descendant of a goddess.
Yeah.
I mean, hello, Twilight Princess. She was trapped in the Twilight Castle, still trying to run things.
Yeah.
Let's also not forget Ocarina of Time. When you're fighting Ganon, she's recharging your arrows of light and stuff.
Yes.
She's right there in the front lines with you in a Nintendo 64 game.
Yep. Wind Waker was the most badass, where you have to like use her you have to fight Ganon with her. It's so cool.
But no, we need to put everyone else down so we can make Zelda the best.
Yep. But you know what? People are talking about this and letting you know which games don't have her working with them. And for that, I think it's time for you guys to have your cake. The one iced latte with your milk, please. Game was not consulted by any Sarkeesian.
Great advertising.
All right, put that on my list.
Y'all's reaction was my reaction too on this one. Right. I was like, really? I was like, you know what? I'm not even mad. I'm not going to share the link to the game. Y'all can go look this up because I don't know if I can with YouTube's terms of service. But I was like, this is hilarious. This is a clever way of marketing. So if you want a game,
I'm putting a call out to quite a tongue twister. Any devs, if you want to market your game these days, put on there, like instead of the no animals were harmed, no consultants, including Anita, were used in the development of this game. Something of that nature. You put that in there.
You know how some games, when you start the first few seconds of the game, it's just like the intro and stuff, it says produced by this person, this studio, right?
Anita not involved.
No, just say consultant not including Anita Sarkeesian.
No, yeah, that's right. Kim Belair and Sweet Baby Inc. were allowed nowhere near this game.
Yeah. Or just saying made with gamers in mind and respected.
That is going to be an
because
amazing.
These women do not respect gamers. But yeah, I will say that we should never forget what these ladies took from us, as Brutus Rambo likes to point out. And we're going to make Pouty uncomfortable, I know. Never forget what they took from you. These are old magazines. This is in Japan.
You don't make me uncomfortable. I can appreciate that.
Yeah. Just blink twice to the audience if you're being held hostage. And then I'm going to show another one. The from Xbox.
Do I have to go to the other one? Can't we just stay on this one a while?
Yeah,
no,
right?
okay.
Oh God, I remember this.
God.
Yeah, this was the game. People don't realize it was back then. There was also female gamers. My sisters were gamers, and then there's today still male majority. And I'm pretty sure, if you don't believe me, let's show them the Dead or Alive.
Yep.
Woo! Go back there. I used to love Dead or Alive.
Used to?
I haven't played it in a long time.
From 2016. So even when Gamergate was going on, this was still a thing.
Yeah.
All right. And it was just a fun mini game, right? But where was it? I just lost it. Can you go we're gonna jump down a little bit. Can you go down to the Smug-Alana?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Smug-Alana, I like watching her videos. I think she's funny, even if I don't agree with everything. But she prefers the Karina of Silvermoon on the left. And she doesn't know why.
I have no idea why either. I'm puzzled.
I just I'm pretty sure it reveals more the character's ferocity, I believe. And
Clearly the left is level 99 armor and the one on the right is level 10.
yes.
What's to argue about?
But Smug-Alana is a woman, a Russian woman too, and she prefers the one on the left. What about you, Pouty?
Yeah. Without a doubt, the one on the left. What the hell did they do to her? God, is this World of Warcraft? Because this is reminding me when Blizzard swept through the game and got rid of all the paintings of the sexy elf women.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you do that for? I liked being a sexy blood elf, thank you.
Yeah. But I just wanted to point that out there. It's like even today, women prefer the old school, what they took from us, and they don't feel triggered or oppressed. But go back to the RPG. We're gonna give you all some more gamer cake.
Oh, the cake. So much sugar.
The cake is not a lie, you sure?
Japanese best-selling sexy demon slaying non-action RPG Sinistar 2 comes to Steam on May 16th alongside an 18
Wait,
plus patch.
Sinistar 2?
With an 18 plus patch.
Oh wait, the different Sinistar. Different Sinistar. I thought it was like the talking arcade. Beware, I hunger. Run. I thought it was that Sinistar.
No, but I'm gonna point this out again. It's coming on Steam alongside an 18 plus patch.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's allowed. That's been a thing for a while.
But
Get
remember,
your goonery on.
they were removing those type of things. In the
Oh,
beginning.
God. 18 plus patches. That's my Steam search nowadays. I've gotten too far.
Nice.
Seattle Warren says, I'm hearing internalized misogyny. Yes, there's lots of it.
There's lots of it here. Come on.
And I didn't have to pay Pouty $10K to be here for this. So just that puts a lot more. Let's show the Battle Queen. If you like Slay Queen Slay, big booba fighting game Battle Queen was revealed. Cute anime girls jumps into this 2D 2.5D fighter, absolutely busting with energy, and focus on various fighting styles and intuitive controls with massive plot armor.
Busting with energy. Oh boy. The
That's
puns.
I like it.
The puns write themselves.
And before we go on to something I wanted to make videos on this, but I figured great for Gamergate. Before we do that, I'm just gonna call out the 40K players. Why they go for the Imperium. I've been saving on this for a while and haven't been able to use it. I just get tired of looking at it. So we're just gonna point out. I'm just calling a spade here for Val. This is why 40K players go for the Imperium. I do it for the Emperor, for the Imperium.
Nice.
That's all. I just wanted to add memes in there. But let's
There, you
talk
want
about
some Center's Imperium?
Yeah. But now that's been going on, let's talk about Lords of the Fallen 2 controversy. I was watching background NPC on this one. I found it interesting. I gave her a follow. Didn't realize that this was a main thing until I got into the video. Lords of the Fallen 2 female armor sets are revealed. CI Games have released 5 new armor female character designs for Lords of the Fallen 2, created in collaboration with artist B-Ground NPC. The Souls-like sequel is planned for 2026. The CI Games CEO Mark delivered on his promise for feature attractive female characters wearing revealing outfits. Now, background NPC. That's I gave the I did not. I fucked that up.
I can look. I will look while you're talking.
There is a link I'm giving you in the YouTube for her YouTube video that talks about this. Go watch it when you get a chance. I did. You'll find out background NPC is a woman.
Nice.
A woman. Okay. So there is that. But we can't have nice things, and women can't express themselves, as a dragon who understands the plight of the women's oppression. I think I can speak for women and say that actually, wow, I mixed something up. Hold on.
It's okay. You go ahead and dragon explain. I'm here for it.
Karis just disappeared.
Karis has vanished.
But journalists have been coming around saying that the right stuff, that this armor is actually very embarrassing. Okay. I'm trying to cover for him because his internet just went out. We don't know what happened to him. We don't know what happened to him, or we'll ever know what happened to him. Oh, the browser crashed. He just texted me in Discord. But hopefully we don't have to worry about the lags. So in a moment, I'm going to share what I'm talking about here. Share screen. So journalists calling Lords of the Fallen's female armor set embarrassing players in the game. They love it. Cool fact, Souls-likes are defined by dark, exaggerated visual design. I'm pretty sure that's dark fantasy. Not every Souls-like is, like, for example, Windrose is technically a Souls-light, and it's not dark fantasy. Dark fantasy has that aesthetic look that Souls-like uses, but it's totally different. But are definitely defined by dark, exaggerated visual design. Desert critics who decides. But look at this guy.
Isn't this the gay journalist from The Gamer?
Yeah. But we got more on this one. Because I'm going to continue on this, and then I'll switch with you. Go ahead and get ready for the gaming milestones, Karis, and when I'll just cover the rest of the Gamer Cake. This way we can speed this up because we are good.
Case closed in my
yeah. Well, like I said, he's very based, being gay and understanding the plight of women. I and we did go woke, so
it's
but
like that Stranger Things parody I saw. I think girl parts are icky.
Yeah.
Icky.
Anyways, the CEO has decided to make a statement and basically own Polygon, who said action RPG devs make a desperate plea for relevance with horny female armor. My sweet summer child. People have been wanting this forever. That's why they modded. That's why Square Enix says, please don't mod Tifa. That's why a lot of the first ascent in a lot of games have been making a success. Sex sells. I'm sorry to tell you this. I know you find it icky. But Merrick Tominsky, the CEO, says, how about we deliberately show how about we're deliberately showing we actually listen and act in our community's best interest. By the way, these designs are just one of many, something that's probably obvious to all players already. And I don't think Polygon did their homework because the person they collaborated with this armor set is a spoilers, surprise, shocker, if you haven't been paying attention, woman.
Yep.
Just pointing that out there. But yes, any final thoughts for Gamer Cake before we
I said my piece of cake.
Oh, actually, I have one more. Sorry, one more. I forgot about this one. This is just another example. This is from a VTuber, Lulu Lorkhart. And, well, I'll just let y'all see it. I hope the people who fought to remove bikini armor from games never have a day of happiness. Women gamers who actually enjoy bikini armor and aesthetically beautiful characters hate you. You never stood for what we wanted. This is from Care Online. I would share a link, but that game has shut down. It's an MMO. This is the... let me check my notes because I keep getting this armor mixed up. I used to play this game. Hold on. Where's it at? Where's my notes? Where did my notes go? This is the null screen mail.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Hey, I was one of those people that modded bikini armor into Skyrim, so I get you.
Oh, really?
Why? Oh, heck
You-
yeah.
you
Bikini
did-
armor,
you modded
increased
it or you
breast
made the
size,
mod?
big hips. No, I used to like back before Nexus lost their mind. I used to download every cool beauty mod they had, made my female characters look bomb. I mean, it's just what's the point of me playing otherwise? I don't want
One
to
of
look
the
at
armor
ugly
sets
plank
I
of wood.
liked was Killer Kyo's armor. It was sexy but tasteful.
Nice.
Gosh, I still remember when bikini armor was the pinnacle of girls playing war. Oh wow, we used to try to get that every character. Like, who has the bikini armor? It'd be $1 million gold. Worth it.
Oh, jeez. And you knew when someone had the time and money because they like you would see them amongst all the other like female characters who were just like armored up like they were a tank, and you just see this petite bikini armor. It's like, okay,
It's like you
There's
put
some
a lot of time into this.
yeah, it's like the guy in Dark Souls who just runs around naked with a helmet. It's like, put some time into this, didn't you?
Yes. And by the way, guys, I'm just letting you know, viewers, I forgot to share out my stream on X, and we are live on the YouTubes, Rumbles, Kicks, just not Twitch. I don't know why, other than I don't want to deal with Twitch right now. But share the stream out so people can get more news on this one. That actually helps us out. And I think we're ready to go into the next section. Are you ready, Karis?
Yep.
This is the newest video for the group, so I hope you all enjoy.
They're on their way. They achieve greatness. Players massing, sales climbing, legends are rising. The gaming milestones.
Yes, the gaming milestones where we celebrate the achievements of game devs, gamers, and things that happen in our community. If you have a rare achievement, like say the legendary Golden Apocalypse trophy or something like that you want to share, we will let me know in the Discord, and we'll try to get celebrate it and announce it. In this case, this is the one that we're going to need to see the video because it's very interesting. KCD2's Photoshop mode stops you cheating. Watch the full video. But just see if we can see the sound for this one.
Is there more?
You got muted. We want to hear the sound.
Okay.
Why can't we hear it?
Why are you not sharing the audio? What's going on?
When you did the screen share, did you select share audio?
Probably not. Let me do that again. There's not even an option.
Really?
Yeah, I can mute website notifications, but there's no option to share audio.
Okay. All right. Well, basically, they found out people were using photo mode to see ahead of the levels, as you can see here. And now, what they did is you could do that, but then when you leave photo mode, Henry says "nice picture" or something like that, but he says it and the NPCs hear it.
Oh wow!
Yourself is ruined.
Oh, so you give yourself away?
Yeah. I thought that was hilarious. I was like, you know what? I'm not even mad. I'm impressed. But for everyone else, if you like goodies and stuff like that, back when KCD2 came out, they showcased a sword, right? And now they're doing another one. So to celebrate the release of the St. George's Sword, we're giving you a chance to win one of 4 prizes, and that includes the sword. And until you tell us in the comments what's the worst thing you've done in KCD. It can be accidental or deliberate. Knowing me, you all know I've seen my KCD streams. There's a lot of things I've done worse. Confess your crimes. There's no judgment here. Winner must promise not to use the sword for real life crimes.
Must promise.
I mean, okay, yeah.
But I will
Fingers
say,
crossed.
thanks, you did that already. I will put the link for the X in the description as well for those of you who want the sword. But for everyone else, there's also, if you haven't, there's a game for KCD too. Other than that, we got some news from Tokyo, a story from Tokyo. Japanese limited space exploration game Tokyo Stories returns to new phase of development with new publisher and over 50,000 Steam wishlist.
Wow.
Yes, and just so I don't know if you know this, Pouty, but I'd like to brag about this. This has been a year of validation for me, as well as pointing out that in some ways we're ahead of the curve. Because games we've been announcing, people talk about later on, and we're like, "Hey, didn't we just cover this?" So, yes, there is that. But also, and I was hoping Bo would be here, but he's not. I hope this is the right one. But we had just a couple of days ago, Funcom announced that they had over 30,000 players in the world. Now, today, it went to 40,000 exiles since their Conan Exiles enhanced. I tried it last night, finally.
Okay.
Fucking amazing. I mean, Val showed me some, but I hadn't been able to see it for myself. Oh my God, you can hear the water lap against the edges of the bank.
Damn.
Yeah.
Those little details are so important.
Mm-hmm. And it's UE5. So here's the thing I want to tell people. Yes, UE5 has some issues, like they removed whitelist and blacklist for some and master slave, but that was part of coding language for something else, which causes issues. But we've seen games that were heavily optimized that could be doing this, right? In Conan Exiles so far, it's a smaller file size compared to the original.
Surprisingly.
Yeah. And small file size, everything's being enhanced, like even the DLCs and the bizarre items. Of course.
Everything needs food is with you.
But I would like to say congratulations for them. And it was very illuminating. Just like, well, the Illuminator devs said they were focusing on their game, but came out to say, thank you, haters. Just the other day, also, they got covered in an article, a AAA article, which was interesting.
Wow.
But they received the highest wish list so far. And I did the math on that chart. It looks like they're over a 1.4K wish list more. I don't think that's the accurate number because we didn't cover it before. They've been receiving a lot of wish lists. So there is that. But there's one that Kara told me about that.
Yes.
That's superior to IGN's mixtape reviews. Motorcycle just received 1.1K reviews in just 3 days. Every day we indie does see someone saying that you shouldn't make a big or linear game, or you should just give up on what you like. This is not true. Believe in your vision. Trust your guts. Thank you, friends, and everyone who made the review. 1,000 very positive reviews that came out. 4 days ago? Just
4 days ago now. Yeah.
So I would believe a player's review over a journalist who can't get past the yellow paint.
It's a female protagonist.
That's a big tag on Steam right now.
Yeah.
Yep. And having played the demo on this, I highly recommend it. It's over the top. It's amazing.
So would you say you're staring at a woman's ass for 30 hours or a man's ass for 80 hours?
Woman's? Oh, I'm sorry. You were talking to me.
No, someone cares. He played the game. I'm making a joke there.
If I have the option, I'm staring at a woman's ass.
So you crashed a lot because you weren't focused on the center of the screen.
I don't care.
I didn't say you had to care. I just said it's just a fact.
I'm staring. I'm getting distracted at some point. Yes.
Yes. Other than that, we don't have a video for this one now. But we have some patches and updates for everybody. 3 patches specifically, and then some modding news, and then some upcoming games, and then we'll get into the main topic.
It'll load.
Okay, so I played Path of Exiles. It's like it's about 2 games you haven't played. I actually love Path of Exile. This is the first one. I think. No, this is the second one. But they want to thank everyone who tuned into the reveal of Path of Exile 2, Return of the Ancients. It's coming May 29th.
Nice.
So lots of new things. I might go back and stream it for Return of the Ancients. It's one of those quick games I like to sit there just mindlessly just pop. But then again, I like necromancy, so I'm always playing the witch. I'd like a male version, but I don't get that.
I will say about PoE 2, according to, because again, like you mentioned, I played the first Path of Exile. I played it when it first got released, when it was still in development, and gamers were like, let us pay for the beta, motherfuckers. And so they gave it to us, and I paid like $10 or $20, and I loved it. Upper Echelon did a video on PoE 2 and said, this is not Path of Exile 1. He made it very clear that this is a very different dynamic game than what it was. It was good. He liked it, but it was a very different and vicious game. And he needed to make that known because some people were bitching about it. This isn't PoE 1. That was the point.
Shit.
That was the point.
I've been an Upper Echelon subscriber for a long time, yet I never get recommended his videos anymore.
He's pissed off the algorithm a little bit.
Yeah.
He talks about things that YouTube would probably prefer he didn't talk about, and he knows that. So yeah, he still makes stuff. I have to sometimes hunt his videos down as well.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat, Pouty, because like I liked his analytical framing of games and stuff, which is why my videos nowadays, I don't read an article. I read articles, make my own script on my thoughts, then post the video. So you don't see the article. It's my own script, my own article.
Does he still do those Manscaped ad reads?
I don't know.
No,
I haven't.
I was wondering if Karis knows about that.
No. He does like private internet access because he's more of a cybersecurity nut.
Yeah, well, he used to do these ad reads for ball shaving.
No, I think he's moved on from that.
While I give this thing for that, I'm pretty sure Pouty's Heartthrob for the Mommy Simulator has a new update. or I'm sorry, it's probably Dash's Heartthrob. Resident Evil Reclaim has a new update.
You call it Mommy Simulator?
Leon Must Die Forever. New game mode. Leon Must Die Forever. Fix an issue causing the game to become unplayable under a certain circumstances. And it's out for all systems.
Oh, that should be funny to watch later.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. And you know how Crimson Desert has so much shit in it, right? I'm still playing the game.
How many animals have you released?
Coming. Crimson Desert next video include new special mounts, a brand new material refinement extraction feature that lets you extract materials from the gear, and more.
Oh my god!
It just will not stop.
I still haven't gotten my dragon yet.
Shame.
Yeah. Someone played the game. It was like over 300 hours to complete. Yeah, that was a place that they got the platinum trophy for PlayStation for completing.
Yeah, Karis, when do you get what chapter do you get dragons?
I haven't even played it yet.
You said shame and like.
I'm just saying shame. Just haven't gotten a dragon. It's like shame. Yeah. Bear in mind, it took me. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll say my thing. I'm going to say for statement, after seeing your titles like Marrying the Dragon and stuff like that, and I keep telling you, you're not marrying me, you're not getting my shit.
Fire Emblem Dragons are different.
Yeah, I understand
you would know
that.
this if you were a Fire Emblem fan.
You don't make that description. You don't make that that explicit notice. So I'm a dragon. See that? I'm like, God damn it, Dash! I understand you have a man crush on me, but God damn it, you don't need to announce it.
I do not have a crush on you, man, dude.
Is that why you're collecting dragons? Is this a vicarious thing?
Look up who Rhea is. Okay, like dragons in Fire Emblem are either like 500-year-old lolies or big dragon mommies. Like there's no in between.
Dragon mommy.
I'm not a mommy.
So you're like 500-year-old? No, you're 3,000-year-old.
The 5,000-year-old dragon looks like she's in the first grade. No, that's Japan.
No, but
You know,
anyways,
that's
it's
how
a
they
joke,
skirt
Dash.
the age limit with because she's
that's
technically
gonna-
kind of.
Chapter
for
11
me.
from the dragon is unlocked as a mountain.
Lodestro the
Chapter
Dragon
11,
Mommy.
that's
My
like
next
up
art
towards the
project.
end of the game.
I literally have just passed chapter 7. Not so long
Damn.
ago. But you know what? If you need a break from Crimson Desert, but you want Crimson Desert combat, have you tried Skyrim? Actually,
Yeah.
no, I don't have one in here.
Nope, you haven't made it yet.
So that's
I am
probably
a Skyrim addict.
that's next week's mod. Okay, so Skyrim is Skywind, Morrowind remaking of Skyrim gets a 2026 development update. Skywind is a total conversion mod that is remaking the 2002 game, The Elder Scrolls Morrowind, and the more modern Skyrim Special Edition engine. And we do have a page for that because they do have they're asking for volunteers. So if you're an artist or want to get some experience, they're not going to pay you, but yeah, they have. You can check the website online.
Yep. Time to do it again.
But
Shit, we go
I haven't
again.
seen it. It's not
So
out
you're
yet. But
finally
it announced
awake.
it out there. But going back to Resident Evil, we got an interesting mod that gets to the point.
Oh, I think I've seen this too.
Oh, careful! If you show off mods, Capcom might.
This mod is generally makes
What the
Resident Evil
heck?
no funner.
That's great.
I kind of want to get the game now just for this mod. I don't have this game.
I played the
yeah,
audio because I know some of them they take like some of the mods they put like Leon. She doesn't say Leon when you point. That would be amazing if the moment you do the zoom in, Ashley goes Leon.
Does she do that in remake where she goes the high pitched Leons?
Some of the situations, she will yell Leon, but it's usually like
But is it as funny as it was in the original?
No, because it's a different voice actor, and in the original, like with the way that the path thing worked, when an enemy was like determined and the path was solidified to go to Ashley, and Ashley knew it, she would start screaming Leon and just kind of cower in the corner, and it was the same Leon over and over to the point where it got annoying, and it just kind of became a meme. But because it's a different voice actress, and
I'm sorry.
I think they like varied up some of the stuff, I don't think it's as funny as it was in the original.
Yeah. I will say this game, the mod is on Nexus, but since people have an issue with Nexus and I don't blame them, I went and looked for an alternative site. The site is link is in the chat right now, umodder.com, archive 47116. You can go get it if you want this game. But I know I cover a lot of PC games and PC mods, and I do look for stuff, but we do have a YouTube modder that has given us a total new conversion mod.
Yes.
For Paper Mario 64 that PC gamers can enjoy via emulators called Paper Mario Star Nova. This is a huge conversion mod for this Nintendo 64 Mario game. It's on itch.io.
For how long?
It's on
Because
itch.io.
no, I'm saying that since this game is already on the Nintendo Online service, I'd say this one does not have.
Well, you better get the mod now. As long as it's legal, you should do it. You should get it. If it's not
The Star
legal,
Nova, it looks like it's a fan game.
yeah.
Nice.
I will say itch.io is not invincible. Way back a few episodes, I think it was maybe a couple months ago, when we covered an Epstein game that had been circling around schools. I'd found that was originally on itch.io, and within, I think, days of it being reported, it was nuked off the site. You couldn't find it anywhere. So
Wait,
it is possible.
I thought itch.io was for official indies. You can actually get pirated stuff also on itch.
Mm-hmm.
If someone is not doing their job, or maybe someone cleverly gets around it, yes, you can sneak a few pirated things around, but it didn't last very long. Again, it just took something going viral for itch.io to say, all right, that's toast. So it's possible.
Well, I mean,
but it's not perfect.
that game made national news, so
It did. But then like horses was also on itch.io, and you can still get horses, but you can't search for it. You have to do like a Google
what about
search.
this? This is like a Nintendo game, and Nintendo does not want you playing non-Nintendo games on non-Nintendo devices.
Get it while you can.
Like I said. But you know what you can also get that will be yours forever? We got I shortened it out because we still gave you a lot of games. We got 3 upcoming games for you.
Yes.
And this one is from Good Old Games. Legacy Uncharted Legacy Thieves collection for 67% off. Yes, you heard me right. That's not a typo. I did not screw up the word. 67% off. GOG Uncharted, DRM free. You buy it, you get it. And the links are in the description. Ask your parents' permission for going online. All you man children out there.
So how many games? I'm curious because for less than $20,
I think it's the whole series.
Yeah.
Thieves and I've never played any of these. I probably will get this.
Yeah.
I played the first 2 Uncharteds. I have the other remastered collection that doesn't have the other 2 games.
Yeah, the Nathan Drake collection. I have that one.
This game I haven't seen for a while. It's kind of like at the edge of my memory. Speaking of being at the edge of my memory,
yep.
Edge of Memories is coming soon. The action RPG Edge of Memories, unfolding in anime style, has released an overview of its gameplay, its feature speeding battles, and strategic emphasis on teamwork. The composer Yoko Kano, because if people could stop shaking the freaking monitor, not you, my cat's shaking the monitor. Scheduled for release in the second half of 2026. And yeah, we also have, you guessed it, a Themes for Peach. We also have Cooper Wanderer, where you live freely as a robot anime style world. Fight the lead to combat robots as a mercenary or become a trader or scavenger. It's all up to you. So yeah, we do have that. I'm cutting it short because we actually went 2 hours to this.
Wow. So much.
And I wasn't trying to silence anybody, but we are on the railroad, and I wanted to keep it short. Bo's not here yet. So the next topic was going to be Conan enhanced availability for the consoles discussion, but I want Bo to be a part of it. However, since he's not here, and this did kind of cause a kink in the plans, we could go back to talking about that issue, or we can go into what I really want to talk about, which is celebrate Mother's Day with
Let's do Mother's Day. We don't have to talk about that other thing.
Yeah. So Patty, last time you were here, we did an interview with you. We don't do that no more. We still have interviews here and there sporadically, but as you can tell, we go through a bunch of news to give positives and negative things, but then we have an ending discussion, like Roblox, for example, was one we had. That was an interesting one. Carrot had to leak that one. Good night, Lord.
One second. Hang on.
Good night.
But anyways, we usually like talk about get certain style of games. Basically, it's a shoot the shit gaming discussion. And here, what I want to do is celebrate moms. You're a mom. You also game, right? And we all have moms who, most moms give birth to legends, and then there's moms who give birth to us, right? So there's that. So I want to talk about like how our moms impacted our lives as gamers, and also we could talk about gamer moms that we like we see like streamers like you, Pouty, or we talk about moms in games, like mom characters in games, as a celebration of Mother's Day. I'll start this off before I have to go get my son his medications. Well, I said that out loud. Shit. Fuck. Anyways, moving on from that. 'Cause I can't.
Hey,
edit.
guys, there's something like happening outside my apartment. I might have to like just I don't know.
All right, if you have to pop out and come back in later or not at all, that's fine, Dash.
Okay, yeah, I'll try and pop in later if things quiet down. Like it's just yeah, I'll tell you about it like
You can,
yeah,
Yeah.
in DM. So I'll talk about it on Discord. Okay.
no worries.
Okay.
goes
Hope
well.
everything's
For those
okay.
who don't know, the president of the United States is at Dash's house.
Oh.
But I'm going to start with because I said this story a couple of times. I'm going to start with my mom. My mom played the Atari. She was part of the arcade generation. It was a very niche hobby. She wasn't much of a gamer. She played it, and when she grew up, she's like, "It's not for me." But she does like the old Atari games and stuff like that. But when I was growing up, I had a problem with, like, I was good with school, but I had a problem with social interaction. We didn't know until I was much later on when my son was already born and stuff. VA found out I have Asperger's syndrome. We found out actually last year. So yeah, I'm autistic. So it would explain what happened to me as a kid, where I would have problems socially interacting with people. And I'd come home crying and getting beat up or whatever. And my mom found a way to solve this problem. You know, we were poor; they could barely afford it. And I, even as a child, I knew the financial impact of this with my family. She bought me the Game Boy Brick, with Tetris, and it had Mario Brothers in the pack. She says I had Tetris and Mario in the pack. So you had 2 games for 1, if I remember correctly, and Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. No, sorry, not Legend of Zelda, but Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. And when we opened it up, it had in there a thing called "I Am More Than a Conqueror." She added that to my mirror, and she says, "I want you to see this every time you get ready for school, and if every time you conquer your issues at school, I'll get you a new game." That is the reason why I am an achievement hunter. I play the game. I would beat my game, but I would never get a new game unless I conquered my social issues. When I did, I got another game. That introduced me into the role of a gamer. My mom, yes, she did not like Mortal Kombat 1, and she listened to a lot of the political nonsense, right? And my dad had to, balance that out. But we're not talking about fathers, we're talking about mothers. My mom has always supported my games. And as I grew in my social interactions, she started realizing, yes, they're violent games I'm playing, but they are games that have helped me grow as a person to be the person I am now. This is why I have a very passionate influence of games, because without those games, my life story would have been different. So shout out to my mom, who gave birth to a person running around, a grown-up male running around pretending he's a dragon, being snarky and saying racist stuff offline and sexist stuff online, right? But that's my background story. I'm going to leave it open for everyone else, and we're just going to talk about Mother's Day. So I'll be back in a moment.
All right.
I'll let you go, Pouty.
Well, I mean, much like I was started on games by my mom. She played the Atari back in the day and was actually holding the high score on games like Centipede in the arcade, because my mom wasn't much of a, well, no, she's still not a drinker. But like when her coworkers would go out to bars, she'd be that person in the corner playing a video game. That's probably where I get that from.
Nice.
And like growing up, I was kind of the same, didn't fit in with other people. So my mom would be like, okay, well, here's something for you and your brother to do together. And she got us a Super Nintendo. I think I was 8, and we started playing Super Mario World. And that was our thing. We would play that together like every week, get a little bit further until we started fighting. And then she would just walk in and unplug the whole thing. And we'd be like, wait, what are you doing? And she says, what? I paid for it. I didn't buy this thing for you to fight. Go do something else.
Drastic.
After that, I don't know. I just got sunk deeper and deeper into gaming. I think my mom still regrets the day she brought Pokemon home, because I've been gone ever since. I mean, I call myself a Pokemon in my descriptions everywhere, because that's pretty much what I am. I play Pokemon. I've introduced my son to the anime. He has a giant stuffed Pikachu in his bedroom. We're like that. We're a Pokemon family.
Nice.
I think my penultimate moment as a gamer, when I realized I wanted to be like an achievement hunter, was my 14th birthday, my mom got me a copy of the original Fable for Xbox. And I
Oh,
stayed up
wow.
all night completing the whole game. And I remember she popped into my room the next day. She's like, "Are you still sitting there?" Yes. The game was that good. I couldn't stop. I had to keep going. And I passed that down to my son, and that he likes to play games on his tablet. I think his favorite thing is Lego Bluey. Can't wait to start him in all the good Lego games back before they made people talk. I liked it better when the Legos just said,
Yeah, that's what I remember is I had the first Lego Star Wars game, and they just like that they had the Peanuts kind of speech, or just the
Right.
wah wah wah, and you could just kind of fill in the blanks yourself with what you knew was being said, presumably.
Yeah, my first one was Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, and that one quickly became my favorite. I don't know what it was. I think it was just seeing the characters act so silly, and of course the
It just made them out to be goofballs. Yep.
Gosh, when it comes to modern gaming, I think as a mom, I spend less time gaming nowadays, but more time letting my son watch. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Is you sometimes take a bit of a back seat to the gaming.
Right. It's like now I'll boot up Pokemon on my Switch, and he just crawls into my lap to watch for a little while until he gets bored. I think his favorite to watch is Legends Arceus. I think because the characters do more in that game. And when he's not watching that, I've unfortunately got him into Sonic the Hedgehog, which is sad for me because mommy sucks at that game. I am terrible at Sonic. I enjoy it. I'm just not good at it.
You can join the Sonia Lysette club of not being very good at Sonic, but somehow attempting to do it.
Yes, exactly. I think if I play Sonic Adventure DX, I'll send out some sort of light wave showing how bad I am. It'll just light up across the sky. Somebody is sucking at Sonic Adventure because I can barely figure out how to do the homing attack.
Damn.
Yeah, I remember playing lots of games with my mom. She finally gave up at the N64 though, because she looked at the controller and said, "What the heck is this? How do you expect me to use this thing?"
What is this boomerang?
I still remember the nights though she used to beat my butt at what is it, Batman Forever on the SNES. They had that versus mode.
Oh,
I always thought, no, I'm gonna win because I'm playing as Robin. Nope, he kicked my butt every time.
I forgot that had a versus mode. Yeah.
Good times.
I didn't play a whole lot of games with my mom. I do recall I have to go way back into memory archive into the 90s era of games. We're talking the kind of games that you had to do a command prompt in DOS in order to load the game up. That's how far back. This is like 98, Windows 98, when you would load up these games. There's two that come to mind. One of them was Treasure Cove, which this was the the conversion time between the 5 1/4 floppy and the 1.44 floppy, and the game came with both. And I remember I was so young that there would be puzzles that I was too young to understand, and so I would. My mom loves playing Donkey Kong Country. Nice. I would be stuck on parts on certain puzzles, and I would ask my mom, "Mom, I can't get past this part. How do I do it?" And she would help me. Because like she wouldn't quite understand sometimes either, because Treasure Cove was kind of puzzling at times for just anyone in general. But I remember that one fondly. I played that game a lot. And once I learned, like from my mom's help, once I learned how to do it, I remembered. I didn't need to ask her each time how to beat X part. But there wasn't a lot like my mom didn't play Doom, she didn't play Donkey Kong. She wasn't a big gamer. I think mostly played just to really understand what is a video game on the computer. Like, it's not a console, it's not a Nintendo. What is this thing on the computer? And I think she understood, like, okay, my son's not going to go blowing anything up anytime soon. She was not and is not a gamer. She never played Bejeweled, any of those kinds of games.
Not even Candy Crush?
Not even Candy Crush. She's never really had a. I gave her one of my old cell phones. It's not even here, but I gave her a cell phone when she wanted one time. It was a few years ago, and I said, "You can play games on it if you want. You can play whatever you want." She never played any games. There was this small window of time where we played a game together, and it was something like Treasure Cove and maybe one other game on computer. But that was it. Unfortunately, my mom's been more of she likes gardening. She would love some of the gardening games that would be out there probably, but
yep,
we just never got into that sort of thing.
My mom, when I had my Game Boy, she would when I was at school and I come home from school, I catch her playing Tetris. She would have the highest score of Tetris. And like, to be fair though, like I tell people watch Tetris movies, fucking awesome. But Tetris was like one of those games that just blew up, right? It was made by a commie. I won't lie. I mean, he was not a member of the Communist Party, but he was in Soviet Russia. And that's all he does to this day is make Tetris games. She played that. But I remember back when they started coming out with the Atari library, you know, you could get the it was a mock Atari 2600 or whatever. They had a library of all the Atari games. I remember my mom telling me how she used to love playing those games, and I got her that for Mother's Day. This was obviously later on in my teenage years. It's like, and she still has it. She still plays with it. She's not a gamer, but she remembers that pastime. But we would play as a teenager. We would play Atari together, and she would tell me about all the games in there, and like, you know, this game that she used to remember playing on the arcade. She used to sometimes when we go out to the arcades as a kid, she would play with us, me and my sister. And my dad, he would play pool, but he'd get annoyed with us coming home for more quarters. And then he got mad that we were thinking the quarter was more valuable than $1. I mean, come on, we were kids. But my mom would literally tell us about how this game. I was like, she loves Donkey Kong, the original Donkey Kong arcade, and Pac-Man. She would tell us about how Space Invaders, Pac-Man. Her favorite all-time arcade was Centipede. Wasn't a gamer, but she played games. Back then, during the golden age of arcades, when she was becoming a woman, because I was born shortly after the golden age of arcade, she would go with her friends and play these arcade games. She did not realize she was going to give birth to an actual gamer. She did not know what was going to happen there with that when she gave me the Game Boy. But it literally strengthened the bond between me and my mom. I mean, we already had that bond, but I didn't, like, you know how when you become a teenager, you rebel against both parents?
Yeah.
Well, my dad, I would rebel against, even though he defended my game multiple times, even against my mom. That bond of us playing Tetris together and hearing the stories of it, you know, when she was a kid of playing video games, that literally strengthened our bond to where it built a lot of confidence in myself. Like, I think those kinds of moms who, it goes back to what I was saying earlier about, you know, studies showing couples playing together, or even families, you know, it strengthens their bonding, right? As gamers, we have a lot of empathy from playing games with each other. We have strong social bonds. Like Garrett, I mean, you and I, we have a lot of similarities from what Sonia would tell me. And I was like, yeah, I'll see it when I believe it. But then when we started hanging out, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like just like Mikey's a snarky version of me, right? Garrett has I've noticed Garrett, all he likes to talk about is games. He's similar to me. I'm like, oh wow, we have a passion for games. And even your group that you hang out with, like SkyTex and stuff like that, I don't think we would have been, if not for my mom, I probably would have been doing something else different. I probably would have been done drugs or something. Knowing me, I was like, I want to be cool.
Drugs.
That's why, like when I play, I make those snarky remarks. Like in Phasmophobia, you have to take your sanity pills, and every time I take my sanity pills to increase my sanity, I'm like, when I'm streaming, it's like, remember, kids, do drugs. And I just pop the pills.
Gosh, when you say that, I just think about the opening screen to Street Fighter 2. Winners don't use drugs.
Oh yeah, that was a thing back then. Oh my god.
And then it proceeds to show you a screen or some cutscene where one of the characters is taking drugs.
Yep. And there was like, what was that? There was a t-shirt, I remember, speaking of drugs thing. It's from Pac-Man, right? It said, if games are addictive, then I would be in a dimly lit room listening to techno music, popping pills, which was literally the description of Pac-Man.
Yep.
So, oh, I think I still had that shirt somewhere. I can't fit in it because it was so old, but it's like one of those shirts that I liked, so I just kept it around. In the military, my first was like, he's like, this shirt doesn't fit you. You have a kid or something? I'm like, no. Mind you, I got that shirt when I was 17, and I was in my 20s. So obviously, I built out more, working weights and stuff. Grew a little bit more, so that thing would never fit me. I always hoped I could find another shirt like that. Never did. I still have it to this day. It doesn't have holes in it or anything else. It's a little, worn out because, I've worn it so many times that the black is actually like a gray black, like a dark gray black, faded black. But it still has all the letters on it. And my mom got that for me, even though she thought games might be addictive because the TV told her so. Which I mentioned is that my mom tried to understand my love of games and tried to support that. And then my sisters, because she would talk about this stuff, right? They want to be like their big bro, me. So they played games with me. And yes, I was the one that gave them a controller that was not hooked up to the TV at all. But now they became gamers. My sister Laura, I shouldn't be saying people's names.
Laura Croft.
Yeah,
Laura Croft. Let's go with that.
I'll go with that. But my sister, right? She loves Age of Empires, and she doesn't have kids of her own. She has stepkids, and she bonds with her children. My other sister loves games. She's you know how you and I talk about Stargate, Karis?
Yeah.
Her Stargate knowledge would put all of us to shame. She has the action figure. She has the statue. She has all the DVDs. She has Stargate at the wazoo. She's the one that told me about the Stargate game.
Okay.
Right?
Interesting.
She still plays games, and she plays for kids, and she's a dog groomer, and she married her husband, who, my brother-in-law, also is a gamer, and he's a factory worker. Then
Nice.
I have another sister who's more of the Candy Crush type, but I say I still consider her a gamer just because she likes playing puzzle games like that. Match 3 games. She does branch out in other things, but she prefers Match 3. And I was like, okay, most of your leisure time is this, but you're not going to play just any Match 3. You'll try it, and if you don't like the mechanics, you're not going to play it. She also plays Sudoku games, Tetris, and she just had a kid recently as well, and she's saying it's like, I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to play these other games. And she asked me what games are, because he's like 2 now. She's asked me if I know any childhood games that are good to play, because she wants to make sure that he has safe games. Like, just right now, give him puzzle games.
Yeah,
and Incarnation, give him puzzle games. But yeah, that's something I know about. My mom, who wasn't officially a gamer, she just played games as leisure time. That's how I know there's a difference between a gamer and a casual player, which that's your modern audience right there. It's not the LGBT, it's the corporation version of modern audience is the casual player. Came from my mom playing. I would play occasionally, we played and consumed it religiously. And then our dad taught us how to find a valuable game for our buck, because a $20 Game Boy game back then was still for us expensive. Like there were times where we would go without food, not because we were bad kids, but because there was no food in the pantry, and we couldn't get food stamps. We couldn't get it was like one of those weird loopholes where we were slipped out of the cracks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So,
I know what you mean.
Yeah, and but gaming helped me in numerous ways, and it helped my family. Like it just even today, my brother. I don't get to always play with him, but sometimes I try to play, link up with him to play some games. When I was in the Army, we would play Xbox together. He'd be on the other side of the country. I'd be on the other side when I was not deployed, and we'd be playing some games. But yeah,
That's cool. That is fantastic.
So Pouty, go ahead.
What's up?
No, go
I was
ahead.
saying, I just remembered something where you were talking about your mom's playing on PC. Like, my mom was playing online games in their infancy back in the dial-up days. I think it's an old game on AOL she used to like called Slingo, if you heard of that one. The slot machine bingo.
Ooh.
She used to play that one every freaking day. I remember
We had
I tried
AOL.
to play it once. And she was like, okay, if you're going to play the game, don't read the chat. It's like, why? She's like, don't read the chat. It's for grown-ups.
Yeah.
It's like I snuck and read it one time, and I was like, "Oh, that's why she told me not to." Yeah, you people are playing bad games.
My mom was like that, but with my dad's movies. She's like, if you're gonna watch your dad's movies with him, if I say close your eyes, close your eyes.
Yep.
And the thing is, it's like my mom should realize when you're talking with kids, especially guys, especially boys, right? Don't tell them that, because they're like, why do we not should we close our eyes but you can't? And then I peeked and I was like, we were watching Enter the Dragon.
Oh,
or Bruce Lee, yes.
Classic.
And she's like, close your eyes. I closed my eyes, open them. In that moment on, I knew I was going to be straight for the rest of my life.
damn.
Yeah, that was me when my big brother wanted to watch the movie Showgirls. My mom's like, "You're not taking her with you." He's like, "Well, I gotta babysit." He's like, "Close your eyes." And I open my eyes, I'm like, "Oh, ooh, gotcha." Okay.
That's why
Damn.
Pouty is a lesbian now. She has
That's
a
why
baby.
Pouty is the complete opposite. I was just like, "Huh, this is boring. What else is gonna happen?"
That was famously Red Letter Media did a revisit or review of Showgirls, and Jay had mentioned that he went to see it. He was really young at the time, so he couldn't go see it in theater, but then it came out on VHS and he went and rented it, and he was bored in the first 15 minutes as a teenager watching Showgirls. He got bored. Like, yep.
I thought it was boring too. I think I fell asleep halfway through, in fact. To this day, I've never finished it either.
I don't think you're missing much.
Nope, not much at all. I didn't even finish watching Showgirls. Oh, wow.
I think a lot of people didn't.
I was watching with my now ex-wife, and she's like, I want to watch this. I was always curious, but she was Korean. To get a chance that she would to watch it. I think I lasted 30 minutes before I popped open my phone and was playing what was that game? Clash of Clans.
Oh gosh, that was a good one. As far as mobile games went.
Mm-hmm. I got busted when I switched over from that to the Simpsons mobile game. It was like, she's like, you're not watching this with me? I was like, I'm watching. She's like, what are you looking at your screen? Oh, you're playing a game again, aren't you? I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny. My mom supported my hobby of games. She didn't hate it. She kind of understood that I was going to play games, even though she didn't like me playing them. But she did not want our son playing games. Like, you do realize he's going to want to do whatever daddy does.
Yep.
And if daddy's playing games, he's going to play games. If Daddy builds Legos, he's gonna want to build Legos. Even though I used Legos back then, I used to play them. Nowadays, I used to use them to map levels to have a
Nice.
physical map because the blocks and Legos they work that way wonderful for me. But yeah. So, Patty, what's the biggest experience being a mom gamer?
Well, unfortunately for my son, he got it on both sides. As much as I love playing Pokemon, his dad was playing Smash Brothers, and he likes to watch both. It's actually a lot of fun. Like, I take him to see his dad, and it's like, oh, you're playing that. And he just goes and crawls in his lap and watches the whole time. He does the same thing to me. Like, I was telling Karis, he loves watching me play Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Mhm.
That's his favorite. And he himself is sitting here right now playing Lego Bluey. That's just how we are. It's fun to pass it down to the next gen, honestly. I like watching him play.
Yeah, I think us as Gen 1 gamers, that's literally what we are. I mean, you can count the arcade, which would be the Gen Xers. So yeah, I'll say I call them Gen 0 or pre-gamer gamers because they had arcade. I mean, they had the Pong paddle and they had the Atari, which by the Atari came out, millennials were being born. But
let's take it back a step further to the Magnavox Odyssey. I think my mom had that one as a kid where you push it on the TV.
Yeah, I remember getting out of a garage sale and I had an interesting time getting the adapter for that. That was fun. I still had that one though. From the garage sale. It's at my parents' house. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work anymore because my mom put it. But yeah, but I lost my chance on that one. But yeah, I'm gonna say, what would you say was the most iconic mom character in games?
Okay, you said most iconic. Don't ask me my favorites. I'm gonna give you a real stupid answer.
Go ahead.
Like, my favorite mom in video games is always your mom in the early Pokemon games.
Oh, yeah.
She doesn't have a bedroom. She lives in the kitchen. It's proper.
Yeah, exactly. It's where you expect to see your mom usually.
I'm trying to think of. I'm going through my Steam list and looking for mom-ish characters. So far, only one came to mind, but I don't want to use that example, so I'm looking for others because the example I have is so terrible. It's kind of in the religious aspect, which is why I really want to find another example.
Just so you know, if you're gonna say, this will help you out. If you're gonna say Melanie Mac, well, first off, she's not a video game character, and second off, she's not a mom, and third off, her ovaries are dried up and shriveled up. So
no, this is not Melanie Mac.
But yeah, I forgot to mention for the chat. If some of y'all were sharing your mom stories, but yeah, go ahead and share your mom stories, and we will definitely read them as well. This is supposed to be a Mother's Day special edition, so we haven't tried before, and I wanted to try it out, something new. Go ahead, Karis.
Unfortunately, the most iconic mother character that I can think of, because I don't remember a lot of plots for games that have mothers, is the mother in Binding of Isaac. Is the most horrific character because what she does to Isaac is so terrible. It really kind of goes back to I almost want to say the story of Abraham a little bit in sacrificing. I think it actually is like a translation from of Abraham and what Abraham does to his son Isaac. But the mother in Binding of Isaac is just so. It's almost a little bit of like Ed Gein. Ed Gein's mom was like notoriously religious as well, and treated Ed just terrible. But I played now we're talking the first, like the Flash game Binding of Isaac that later went to Steam. That character, because you have to fight Mom in the end. Her name literally in the tag just says Mom. And that character was just such a dread every time because it was such a pain in the ass to get through the game because it was randomly generated. All your items, buffs, and whatnot random. So if you happen to make it to Mom, hope that you got a good run because that was a royal pain. I think I beat that game twice in the some 50 to 100 times that I played it. Twice. I think I played it successfully.
Oh, I only did once. And I can say that when you bring up Isaac's mom, that opening cutscene of that game still gives me chills. Like when she thinks she's hearing the voice of God, it's so creepy.
Yeah, like God came down and said, "You must sacrifice your son to me as a show of your true devotion." You're like, "No, lady,
And
fucking
she's
don't."
like, yes, of course, my lord, I will do as you say. It's like, wait, stop, don't do that. And she pulls out the knife. It's like, oh my God, no.
Yeah, she was without hesitation. She was gonna be like, "All right, Isaac, time to die." It's like, no, don't.
Well, to be fair, Abraham was, he was a soldier of God, not literally a soldier, but a soldier of God. He followed God's word, right? So a good soldier follows orders. God says, "Go sacrifice Isaac," and he's like, "Roger, kick Roger." And then God's like, "Okay, yeah, I'm convinced. You follow me. Look, there's a ram over there to sacrifice instead." It's like, I am convinced.
Yeah.
But one thing I'll say about Sarah, because like, yeah, we don't do Bible too much, but since we're on the topic, Sarah, Jesus came to Sarah and Abraham, right? Like there's a couple times where they mentioned that Jesus was the mysterious God, right? That came in flesh. It was supposed to be Jesus. And he told Abraham and Sarah, Abraham was 100, she was 90, that Sarah's going to have a kid, his kid. And Sarah said, well, maybe he meant with my servant girl. Was it Ishtar? I forget her name. But she gives birth to Abraham's firstborn son, who was I think it was Ishmael. And
Ishmael comes to mind.
Basically the ancestor to the entire Arabic community. And then later on, Sarah actually gives birth to Isaac, who got picked on by him, tormented to the point that they had to force him to leave the community. So yes, Isani's corrected me there. But that was one thing that I think that's one of the reasons why in the Bible it says in Titus that a woman shouldn't dictate male authority or even teach males, right? It should be the male that should teach males, because when the women they look at things differently. It's not something like women are inferior. Women see things in a different perspective, and yeah, I think women can give advice to a man on things when he needs clarity. Men always need clarity, but growing up, right, moms are really good at helping sons give clarity to sons. Like my mom, she taught me how to solve my problems through video games by she would say, okay, you remember how you did this and this? Why don't you try this instead? You see this as a level in Mario Bros where you have to jump across these levels and jump across this pit. You have this chasm of social interaction that you have a problem with. You got to ask yourself, how are you going to jump across it? You got to think before you speak. And believe my original solution was punch him in the face, because that's what my dad said.
If all else fails.
Yeah, to be fair, this is before the zero tolerance they have now. So that was normal. That was normal advice from your father. But my mom knew this is not going to be tolerated in schools no more. So she wanted me to learn that violence was not always the answer. And she would give that clarity. All right. That's one thing I want to point out, that Sarah, I'm pretty sure, when he was a toddler growing up, before he could help raise sheep and stuff, I'm pretty sure Sarah gave Isaac a lot of that insight. Right. Dash, do you have good stories to tell about your mom for Mother's Day regarding games? Welcome back.
No, well, my mom is not a gamer, so like I really don't have much to say with her and games. She's been very like, she's gotten me a bunch of games, but like she herself has zero interest in games.
Well, she got you games, so therefore she impacted your life as a gamer.
Yeah, true.
Like my mom was not a gamer. She played games, but she was not a gamer. So the conversation, just so you understand, is how did our moms impact our lives that we became gamers?
Well, I got Pokemon Sapphire in an Easter basket once.
Oh wow!
Oh really?
Yeah, that was a nice Easter. You don't normally get you normally just get chocolate for Easter.
I was gonna say chocolate and toys.
That reminds me, you just unearthed the memory that I forgot about. I
so
asked
many.
my mom once for a game that I didn't expect to get because I knew what the nature of the game was. I asked my mom for Grand Theft Auto Vice City. And she fucking got it!
Wait, how old were you? That's the thing. How old were you?
Not old enough.
I was gonna say, like, my mom got me those games at like 16, but not when they came out. She's like, no way. 16, now you're old enough.
I need to look up because Vice City, like it. When did that came out?
Oh, that's a long time.
2002. Let's see. That was 24 years ago. Oh, I'm terrible at math. Let's see. I was in. Wait, no, I would have been over 18, I think.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I was at least 18. I was thinking it was different. But yeah. That's cool that your mom got you Pokemon. For Easter, too.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I would have gotten like a what is it, a Whitman's sampler pack?
Oh, you were lucky. I just got a chocolate Easter bunny and like some Reese's eggs. Yeah.
I didn't get nothing. My mom believed the idea that was going around that Easter was satanic. And the Easter eggs.
The satanic panic.
You know what's ironic? You know what's ironic about that? When my son was born, right? I told myself, we're not going to deal with that. He's going to have Easter eggs. I was like, I don't see no problem with it, right? My mom calls me, and she does this every year now. Hi, son. How are you? Bye, Mom. What's up? So, what is Dragon like for Easter? And I'm sitting there, I'm like,
what?
Exactly. I'm like, wait, you owe me at least 18 years of Easter gifts, Mom. Like, you robbed me of Halloween and Easter.
She robbed you of Halloween? Damn.
Yeah.
Say it ain't so.
Yeah, but you know what's funny is I'm the one that argued for because I'm the oldest of 7 kids. I'm the one that argued in defense of Halloween as a Christian. I explained it all that Halloween is actually a Catholic holiday in Scotland. All Hallows Eve. It was basically the Catholic version of Mardi Gras. But the way we celebrate it came from the Irish settlers who were doing trick or treats on each other, pranks on each other. I was like, so I told her the whole history of Halloween, and she was like, huh. I showed her in the book. She's like, huh. You know what? I guess your siblings can go to Halloween. I was like, am I old enough to go? I was like, can I still go? I was like, you're too old for Halloween. What? 16. You can't. It's like, yeah, at least go to my friend's Halloween party. No, because they're gonna have aftershock. I know what you guys are gonna do. How you know? Because your dad lived in the country too. He told me what they did for at bonfires.
Yeah. Wait, what did they do at bonfires?
Get drunk.
Sorry, I was raised in the suburbs.
They get drunk in the pasture.
Yeah.
We would all bring our parents alcohol without their knowledge, or have our older siblings, which I was the older sibling, so it couldn't be me, buy the alcohol, give it to us. You remember, this is the country where everyone knew everybody. And we go to the pasture and start a bonfire, and that's our version of it's also our version of teen pregnancy back then.
Yes, it was a little bit safer though, right?
It was safer, yeah. It was safer until the Halloween time when all the girls decided they would do seances.
Oh Lord. Oh,
Yeah.
when they break out the Ouija board and think they're talking to the other side.
Yeah, at the graveyards. They go to the church graveyard, and then it's safe but not safe just because like there's always a bad egg in every village or city, right?
Mhm.
And then we boys would get drunk and do our own thing, but yet because we're country boys, we're responsible for our siblings. So if we don't know where our siblings went, we were fucked. Yeah.
Yeah.
Typically,
That's
all
why
our
I was
pagan
never allowed to
ancestors-
go to parties.
Depends. Samhain is what you're referring to, but do you go to a fall festival? You like do you go to the fall fairs for like cotton candy and those rides and stuff?
You mean like the Harvest Festival?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
that's Samhain. Samhain is 2 weeks long.
Don't tell my
The
mom
original
that. She'll never
Samhain,
go to
the
a Harvest
Scot-
Festival
the-
again.
the Scottish festivals, and yet Christians are okay with it.
Yeah.
It's the tradition that was passed down. Just pointing that out there. It's like it's not whether it's like if you're a Christian and you're doing this, right? Are you worshiping Satan? Like, are you doing this to glorify Satan?
Yes.
Are you sacrificing cattle and sheep and humans in a wicker basket to celebrate a good harvest? No. Okay. Are you just going for your family to spend bonding time to shoot BB guns and win a prize doll? Maybe show off your prize pumpkin pie or whatever. Or going down dressed up as your favorite, maybe you want to go as a sexy nurse, maybe you want to go as a ghost, whatever. You're not doing it for some sort of ritual. You're doing it just to have fun with your friends that you would do any other time of the year if they had a costume party, or just to spend time with your kids, let your kids get candy.
Right.
Is that satanic? No.
No.
Let's just point that out there. There's knowledge, it's all about the heart's intent. So that's all I'm gonna say that, because that's what I argued with my mom, which when I told her that, I guess that's when she started to let my siblings do all this stuff. Because once she let them do Halloween, I wanted nothing to do with my family and holidays. Yes. I was for 2 years, I was so pissed off. And then I found out my sisters with my younger siblings would tell me, yeah, she let us all do Halloween, and after that, she all of a sudden let us do Easter egg hunts. I was like, motherfucker.
Table flipped.
Yeah, it's like this backfired.
Thank you. Yeah. I think like the only rule we had with Halloween is you couldn't dress up as anything dark or evil. Regular costumes were fine.
Mhm.
See, I would have dressed up as dark as evil just because they told me not to. but again, if I was a woman and they says you can't dress anything like this, that, I would have purposely bought a slutty nurse outfit.
You were terrible.
I was. My dad said I was a challenge to raise. It's like he said, don't do this. I would go do it. I was like, yeah. It's like you weren't even a teenager yet. And I was like, yeah. And you were worse when you were a teenager. Point? Yeah. And then as soon as you left our house, you decided to go smoke and drink. Yeah. I was like, at least I'm not doing drugs. At least I'm not that dumb.
Yeah. It could be worse, right?
Exactly. I mean,
you could
go ahead.
You could have become the next Walter White.
Oh yeah, I could have done that. I could have been the next Ed Camper too. Because my mom said, never solve your issues with violence. I could have been Ed Camper. But, the difference between me and Ed Camper is Ed Camper didn't have a good relationship with his mom. Just think about that. All you moms that want to control your children's gameplay could hurt your relationship with them, and they could be the future Ed Camper. Of course, it'll be facetious, but, food for thought. But I think a lot of gamers had... A lot of gamers, I'll say this, a lot of gamers I have met, I've noticed, have a good relationship with their moms. They have a healthy relationship. They don't live in the dumpsters or the basement. He has a man child. A lot of us have a good careers. Karis, he works in federal government. He's a Fed. Pouty is a responsible mom. Dash Attack has a successful streaming business and doesn't live in the basement. Like, if I remember correctly, like Dash says he lives in an apartment. So
Yep, I live in an apartment.
I don't. I'm trying to respect what you haven't shared with me online. So what I'm trying to remember is, I do know. Remember, you said there was an apartment. You live in an apartment. But my point is that you would be able to live in an apartment if you didn't have a job and knew how to manage your life.
Mm-hmm.
Just pointing that out there. So, and to be fair, I've seen a lot of smelly gym rats who don't know how to fucking shower before they enter the gym. Like, I have a very poor sense of smell, and if I'm gagging and they haven't even hit the gym yet, they haven't even, like, you can smell them as soon as they come out their truck before they get into the door. And if I'm on the other end of the parking lot and I can smell that, I just skip gym day because I was like, I'm going to pass out in there.
What's bad is when those particular gym rats, their smell is on their arms and they use equipment where that whatever it is touches the equipment and it stays and they don't wipe it down. That's
like, this is different from, like, I know there's people out there that they work out and as soon as they start sweating, they smell like they reek for years. And that's a problem that they can't control, but they do their best. They shower 3 times a day, all that stuff. I know there's people like that. That's different from someone who just doesn't shower at all. Like, God, I understand, dude. I understand you're going to the gym, but just go shower when you wake up. Just please, just go shower. Then, if you don't want to use the gym showers, I understand. Go back home or find another shower. You know, like, if you can't do your gym workout, shower, and go to work because you don't have time, then go in the evening time. It's like, just for the sake of everyone else, please just go shower. It's like I can't smell very well, and I am about to pass out. Oh, it's like, no, like they're like, and some of them actually have, like, that I talk to, and when I do talk to them, tend to tell me about how they have issues with their parents or their moms.
Right.
And I'm like, well, maybe you should play some games. Well, games are for children. I was just like, I ain't gonna get the girls with children. It's like, you ain't get the girls that the way you smell.
Especially if you cover it up with Axe. I used to hate that at the gym. It's like, all right, before you stink, now you really stink. Congratulations, you smell like cologne and stink.
That's really bad. It's pleasant stink.
Yep. And Sonia would like to remind us to hydrate now. Also, yes, we are on Kick. Sonia, you could go ahead and send the link if you want. You had all those. But we do have Dragonling emojis. Yes, these aren't supposed to be me. These are supposed to be my son. That's why they're chibi looking.
Aww.
So, yeah. But
it was funny. I had a baby dragon in this online game I was playing. I called it Baby Vistro.
Nice.
I will say, now my character's design isn't from this character. I get the joke. That's why I roll with it when I say Spiral's my slave name. But my mom was like Sheldon's mom.
Oh.
She had you tested?
No. But what I'm trying to get at is she freaked out when she found out that that with games I also have an obsession with dragons. And yet she bought me a PS1. And my dad, this is before I realized about Santa Claus, right? But she bought me the PS1. What's it with Santa Claus? I forget. But basically, she was the one in charge of the Christmas gifts. She was in charge of that. My dad would just throw her money and she'd buy everything. She bought me a PS1 with Spyro.
Oh.
Because, Spyro's, you're a dragon.
Broke in early.
Yep. And my artist came up with this design, character design for my logo. So not even my input. Like, I was expecting a black dragon because D&D, but she gave me a purple one. But I would play that game for hours. And my mom would sit there and watch me play it. And she'd be telling me all about, like, the symbolism of fairies and dragons, like you do realize dragons is a symbol of Satan. I was like, yeah. And so what about the bronze dragon in the beginning of the Exodus? And she'd be like, oh, that's a valid point. In some translations, it's a serpent, and some translations, it's dragon, which is supposed to be God. That's why in D&D, fun fact, all the chromatic, the color dragons are evil, but all the metallic dragons, your bronze, your silver, your platinum, they're good dragons because Gary Gygax had a Christian background. Just putting that out there. But I think when for at least for my experience with my mom, right? With her bonding with me, she was able to kind of question, like she would tell me not believe everything I saw and read on TV, but she believed everything. She totally do the opposite. But when she watched it with me, she realized, okay, my son's not a demonic spawn from hell, or anything like that. He's just a kid playing games. Dragons are okay. It depends on what you use it for. She changed over the years, but also taught me how to see the world literally through video games. So, but I guess I wanted to cover this article here. This is from a few years back in 2022, but it's the top video game moms for Mother's Day. I figured we'd go over it just a little bit. I want to I guess we'll cover the console thing next week, because first off, well, here we go. Carrie, you got one. We'll cover yours first.
I think it's the same one.
We'll find out. No, yours is from GameSpot. Mine's from an article from Dapper Tux. So let me zoom out a little bit here so I can see everything. Then we do this. Share screen. Those iconic moms video games. Okay, let me do it over here so I can see the. All right, so here's characters. This is from GameSpot. We'll just go ahead and scroll down and see who we got. What they say is the most iconic moms video games. Yeah, I kind of agree with this one.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't know it either. I think they're talking about she raised her own kid. Because you remember an RE9 is called the Mommy Simulator.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I haven't played the game, so I don't know if much about RE9. I just know that people call it the Mommy Simulator. But it could be the way that the fact that she takes care of her younger self, not realizing it's her younger self till later in the game.
Okay.
Which she'd make it like the way she treats her younger self. She'd make a great mom, even though she's like, stay away from me. And then all of a sudden she's like, oh, I'm stuck with this thing. So, in the interesting tone of shit that she likes to create a series, Origins both focused on strange relationship and motherhood. While Origins was all about Bayonet's relationship with her own mother, Bayonetta 3 revealed that Bayonetta herself is a mother, as her daughter Viola, so she was a mom, made her action-packed debut. Though some might think of it strange for a series known for hyper-violence and sexuality to address motherhood, that is precisely what makes it work. I mean, what do you think happens with that word? What do you think that word is for? Procreation of species. Just saying, go forth and multiply. Yeah, you don't become a mom without having sex. Just saying. Bayonetta doesn't lose any of her edge, sensuality, and cheekiness as she steps into motherhood, and so she proves that moms can be both sexy and compassionate. I mean, there is this one too. Oh, hold on. I gotta remove it.
So I didn't play Bayo 3. Does she so she's already has a child?
Yeah,
or
I haven't
she have
played
a
it
child
either.
we didn't know about, or I don't know.
I haven't played it either. I only played the first one. I never got to play it on the console. But like for example, the mom over here on the right, I just pulled a brain fart on her name, but she's also a Resident Evil character. I find this look attractive. Whole glasses look. Like Tell me the mom isn't sexy looking like that. I got it because it looks like she's playing Candy Crush. You see the screen on her glasses. That's why I used it. Then we have Airless Mom over here. Another good character.
Yeah, one of the good things they did with the remake, you actually did this really good flashback sequence of how Aerith. I'm not sure if you've seen that. Did you play Rebirth?
I have not, but I was modding for Hypno when he played it.
Yeah, it was a really great.
Yeah. Next thing we got for our moms is Anna from Overwatch. Anna Mari is not just a founding member of Overwatch and one of the world's deadliest snipers. She's also a mother of another core Overwatch member, Faria Amari Akafara, aka Farah. Sorry. Yet, despite their common interest in saving the world, the pair hasn't always seen eye to eye, much like any Overwatch parent. Anna doesn't want Faria to follow her footsteps and join a dangerous line as works. Naturally, this didn't work. Well, we're just going to skip through it. I want the sterling portrayal of motherhood, and the story feels realistic and ultimately touching. Parents always want us, always going to mess us up a little or a lot, but her being able to apologize and encourage her daughter to pursue her dreams definitely earns her a few good mom points. I mean, yeah, we don't want our kids making our same mistakes. She probably doesn't want her kid doing this thing. I don't want my son to join the military because I've seen some horrible stuff, right? Just to relate this one. But if my son wants to join the military, I'm going to let him do it. But I want it to be his choice. My dad didn't want me to join the military. My mom had a heart attack when I told her, yeah, I just signed up for the military because the Congress they just declared war on terror or whatever, right? Not Congress, but Bush, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I could kind of see Anna's thing. She's being a mom right there. She's trying to protect her children from something she knows is dangerous that they don't see, that they won't see until they actually see it. It's like one of those things. Then we have I can't see Ifalna, which you were just mentioning, Dash. That's this lady right here up on the side there with Kid Airlift. I thought that was kind of cute. That's why I meant to put it in there. But through the episode in Final Fantasy VII was brief, is one of the most important and heartbreaking as a fully blooded ancient or etc. Ifalna became of interest to the Shinra Electric Power Company at a young age. However, after lead researcher Professor Garth met her, he fell in love with her. Garth ultimately chose the reign of his position and moved to be with her at an Icicle Inn area where they would later raise their daughter. When she was 6 years old, Shinra's new head of research, Hojo, decided to visit the family after murdering Garth. Hojo abducted both of them to run experiments on. Ifalna endured Hojo's abuse for 3 years before ultimately breaking herself and Aerith free from the research facility. You come to discover she did this because she knew she was close to dying and wanted more than anything to ensure her daughter escaped and wasn't subjected to the same pain. Ifalna died on the steps of the Sector 5 train station while her daughter yelled for help with no avail. Before passing, Ifalna gave Aerith the white materia, one of the most important relics in Final Fantasy VII. I mean, that's pretty much the story of a mother's love, So yeah, I think that's a great story. Nyx from Hades, as her title Mother Night implies, Nyx truly embodies maternal energy despite her dark exterior and ties to the underworld. Nyx is basically a goth dummy mommy. I mean, Nyx is benevolent and spends her days ensuring the lands of the dead is safe and operating as it should. Of course, she does have help in the form of her children, the Fates, and probably some of the other dark, moody, and cool characters I'm missing who hold special roles in the underworld. Nyx is also the mother figure of Hades' protagonist Zagreus throughout the game. Nyx offers unlimited counsel and kindness to Zagreus, as well as defends him against his father's abuse. She also assists him on his quest to find his mother by giving him the Mirror of Night and contracting the Olympian gods to ensure they grant him boons throughout his voyage to the surface. Sure, we come to find out she has her own reasons for this, but they are not malicious and her kindness towards Zagreus is genuine. I mean, yeah, a mom's going to provide, right? Even a surrogate mom.
Yep.
Dina, Last of Us.
Sorry, I was thinking about the show. I'm so sorry. I thought about the show like immediately.
I'm going to be a dad. You want to skip this one, or
I'm going to skip this one, but not because
speechless.
It's like I'm pretty sure she was a good mom, but the thing is,
well,
like,
I mean, Abby kills her child.
Yeah,
from what I understand, after beating the shit out of her.
Mm-hmm.
Good
But also, we
grief,
have that whole
protagonist.
"I want to be a dad, not mom."
Well, to think
So-
that was Ellie, and that was only in the show. That
Yeah, I know
line
it's in the
was
show,
added
but
in
that's the reason
show.
why
It's
I'm
not
going to pass
actually
it.
in the game.
I know it's not in the game. I'm saying because they wanted they wanted to respect the concept of motherhood. I'm going to remove this from the best moms category. Moms and dads are two different professions.
This is more of an infamy kind of status with Dina.
But I will say we did mention the Uncharted series you can get on GOG, and one of the GOG characters is Elena Fisher.
Yeah, she's a long-standing character. Was in the first game, and she pretty much shows up in all of them.
Mm-hmm. We don't get to see much of Elena's parenting, as we only see her and Nate's daughter Cassie during a flash forward at the end of A Thief's End. Elena has always exuded patience, compassion, which is what you need, especially when you're being a mom, but also as a wife. As any one of my exes will tell you, they had a lack of patience to deal with my isms.
Okay, so this is spoilers for 4. I didn't know they got married.
Yeah. What I ultimately love about Elena and her version of motherhood is that she avoids the box as many fictional mothers are placed into. As an investigative reporter, she still retains a love of travel and adventure and pursues her own interests while also making a caring and attentive mother to Cassie. One thing I don't remember. I only played the first one.
Yeah, she's in it. She's
yeah.
in it. She's like the girl. Like she's in the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's on a boat with Drake.
But I don't like the wording they use here. Is what I'm saying. She's not resigned to being yet another overly protective mother who makes things less fun, but is treated with respect to more of an equal partner to Nathan. It's the fact that they said she still pursues her interests. It's
yeah,
like
you can tell this was written by a game journalist.
Yeah, the thing is like I'm going to say this for everyone to know. Yes, I make sexist jokes. I make racist jokes too, and I do it not out of malicious intent or actually that I believe these things, but out of humor because people like to have shock factors. However, I always viewed the mother as the highest aspiration any human can make. But the thing is, it's only a woman can make that aspiration. Women give birth to presidents. Women give birth to doctors. Women give birth to Einstein. I mean, yeah, you can say women gave birth to Hitler. That's fair, but women give birth to that. They nurture and raise them. Men are usually, even in the past, they try to teach and instruct their kids, but are often called away to work. Right? They're the ones working. The women are raising the future of the world. The women are the ones, in my view, when they're focused as a mom, they literally. How do I put this? They're the ones that make or break the world. Yeah, the fathers do the instruction part, but women are awesome as mothers. You can be a doctor, whatever, and that's fine. Elena Fisher was a journalist. I'm not saying she wasn't a good parent. I'm saying she was a good parent to the way it was written. It focuses more on her as a journalist, right, than her as a mother. Yeah, she dragged her. She could be the best journalist in the world and just drag her child along, and that child be like, I don't want to be anything like my mom. Generation X had an issue with boomers, their parents. Millennials had an issue with boomers. just pointing that out there. And some millennials had parents that were boomers. But I think how do I want to put it right? I think Elena did what she had to do to support her daughter, while at the same time trying to raise her daughter. So I don't remember the lore very well, but my mom was a single mother. She had to work to support us, right? And she still would be around us, which that's what they should have said in this case. She did what she had to do as a mom, right? Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying on that one. Mad Moxie.
Yep. Moxie was something else.
I actually,
I'm sorry, I stopped playing Borderlands after
I actually
one.
disagree with this. I don't think she was very mommy material. I could be wrong. I only played the first game. I wrote this first game.
I played the second game and I don't recall. Yeah, I don't really call mommy material. I recall goth mommy material. I recall
Different type of
fetish
mommy.
material. Yeah, fetish
Different-
material.
Yeah, different type of
Oh
mommy.
dear.
Yeah. Let's see. Freya. Okay, Freya finished son killed, and Kratos ultimately did this to protect Freya from her son. After using wordless text, ultimately forgets Kratos, so admits she will always be angry with him, yet despite their differences, she works alongside it. That's not really mom. That's human. That's like I'm sorry, that's not mommy material. Oh, finally, there we
Hey,
go.
there's mine.
This is not just here as your mom joke. I promise. The truth is, Pokemon moms kind of rule as a collective. Sure, their parenting might be questionable. Can't imagine let my kid leave the house and have animal fights with adults the second he turns 11. But you can't deny their random acts of kindness are sweet, given the fact giving you berries and sneakers, healing your Pokemon, and helping you build your savings. Your mom will always be looking for a sweet little Pokemon trainer while taking the sausage from Professor Oak on the side.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Mr. Mime. I've heard that
No.
theory.
I've heard that one too.
I wish
But-
my mom gave me berries and sneakers.
But I mean, she's a great mom. But when you think about it, she let her kid at 10 years old go off into the world. And who was next door in Pallet Town in the game?
Oh, I don't.
Gary, right?
Professor Oak.
Oh wait, yeah, Professor.
That was the original theory before this episode came out, where they showed Mr. Mime.
Oh, are you talking about, like, I know there's all this fan fiction about Mr. Mime and Ash's mom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, we're talking about Professor Oak next door.
Okay. I believe the Professor Oak theory after Pokemon the movie 2000 because there were so many scenes with Professor Oak and Ash's mom, and I sat there thinking to myself, why the hell are you two together right now anyway?
Wow.
Wow.
One theory I had, I've read a while back, is the theory was the reason why Professor Oak gave Ash a Pokemon was because we don't see Ash's dad or any mention of Ash's dad. Professor Oak is Ash's dad. That was one theory I heard.
Drop that to all the drop storylines like the GS ball.
Yep. But I will say Ash's mom is definitely the nurture, especially in the anime series, definitely fits the mommy trope narrative. She's nurturing, always caring about him. But moving on, we have the boss, Elder Solid Snake Eater. Can love bloom on a battlefield? Depends on who you're asking, but do you know what can happen on the battlefield? Having a baby. This is precisely what happened to the boss, whose snake-shaped Caesarean scar serves as a reminder of the child that was ultimately taken from her by the philosophers and would go on to be the Revolver Ocelot. Yet more importantly, the boss also serves as a mother figure to another legendary soldier, Naked Snake. It is said that she taught him and many others everything they knew about combat, earning her the title Mother of Special Forces. Though the entirety of the Snake Eater, the boss exemplifies benevolence and self-sacrifice, making her a pretty damn good mother in our book. She is
I
a
don't know,
mom.
I never played Snake Eater.
I don't remember playing it, so I can't. I do
took
have
my
memories of
headphones out for
cutscenes,
this
but
part because I'm gonna stream all the Metal Gear games at some point. I've got the collection.
all right. So we'll come back to this when he finally plays it. In the year 2036.
I know a lot of the spoilers anyway, but
As much as I hate to interrupt, I actually have to take off now. It's dinner time, as my son is constantly reminding me.
Okay. You gotta go.
Yep. Gotta go.
Gotta
do my
go
mom
mom it
duty.
up.
That's
All right.
it.
Well, when you get back to your computer, I'll just say it now. Definitely check because I'll save it for later. Definitely check your Steam account because I found something on your wish list, and DragonCast decided to give you a Mother's Day gift.
Oh,
Thank
Nice.
you.
Yeah.
Wait, double thank you. Thank you for the gift and thank you for inviting me here today.
Yep. I will be sitting it shortly after DragonCast. So there is that. So didn't want to mention it until the end. So it's supposed to be a surprise, but we'll mention it now.
Again, thank you for having me with Istro. Good to see you, Karis, Dashy.
yeah.
I'll catch up with you guys later.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Pouty.
All right. Have a
Bye.
good one, guys.
Okay. Now I gotta make sure I send that out there since she's gone. So I'm gonna write this. I'm just writing this down and sticky note, or else I'm gonna forget.
Go subscribe to Pouty.
Yes. Mods, please put her socials. I think I put them in the description. Okay, let me put that on there. All right. So next thing we got is Undertale. Wrong book. Toro, officially referred to as a goat mom, is an extremely maternal figure whose proactive instincts in response to him ultimately set the entire tone for your entire experience in Undertale. As the former queen of the monsters, her mission at the start of the game is to protect you from entering the underground, as it is the domain of her ex-husband, Asgore, whom she left after witnessing his willingness to kill human children. However, as you act in a more aggressive fashion, she eventually confessed that her goal is to protect the underground from you. Either way, she is largely a benevolent figure and a good goat mom.
No way they put this bitch in as a good mother. She is not a good mother.
Their argument is she's the one, in a sense, that created Samus.
No.
No, we're not even going to go with that one. Don't worry.
That is,
Emily Gainsborough.
yeah,
After
Eric's
fighting,
adopted mother.
She was like, the adopted mother. I think that's actually her. I could be wrong. Let me double check this real quick. I think that's her in the picture. I thought
Yeah,
that was
that's the younger her.
Yeah, I got the real mom and the adoptive mommy mixed up. But to be fair, I haven't played FF7 in a long time. After finding Aerith over her mother's body, she quickly made the life-changing choice to bring Aerith back home and raise her as her own. It's a decision that likely saved Aerith's life, as well as ensured she would have a somewhat normal upbringing despite all of the trauma she had already endured. It also reflects Amara's exceptionally kind heart. She later discovered that she wanted a child of her own with her former partner, who she now presumes was killed in the war against the Wutai. Yeah, definitely a mom. Emma revealed that she was on a train station in hopes that he would return. It was precisely what she was doing when she witnessed Aerith losing her mother. To her, Aerith was a chance at family, and she quickly grew to love her as if she were her very own. Okay, we'll go on that one in a second. But yeah, I think this was actually a very, very perfect example of the mother trope or a good mom. So yeah, that was a good call, and it was actually well written. So I like that one.
Yeah, she has daughters. They're
I know.
flies, but they're her daughters.
I know, but when I saw the mods and the memes of this lady, I can't unsee them.
Yeah.
She only cares about her daughters, who are just a collection of flies.
Say again, you broke up on me.
Her daughters are a collection of flies.
Flies?
Yes.
FLIES.
FLY.
Yeah, flies. House flies. Okay, I thought I heard you.
And then they're a collection of some sort of insect that they just form a person.
Mm-hmm. Like Voltron.
But yeah, actually.
Or
You know, like
be...
Harris, you played RE8, right?
REA, I'm drawing a blank.
Resident Evil Village.
Oh, I know the section you're talking about. You have to escape the daughters, and there's just flies all over the place because they just the flies form into the daughter.
Yeah, if you read the documents, like they started out as flies. If you read the documents,
I probably did, but it has been a while. I haven't actually finished that game yet.
you did not. It's only 8 hours.
I've died a lot.
I'm just gonna point out
what difficulty did you set it to?
I don't remember.
Yeah. I'm just gonna point this out here. but I don't think she should be on the list. She's part of the reason they were experimented on.
That is interesting.
Like, I'm not going to agree with Lady Double Philip, Lady Double D. I don't
know
think
the
she's
meme, the mom, the Dommy mommy of Resident Evil.
Yeah,
completely took over the marketing for the game.
Yep, it did. Don't get me wrong. But I don't think putting her she's taking care of those three characters. And they're her servants. That's more master servant or lady of the house and ladies and waiting.
But she gets extremely mad after you kill each one of them.
Yes, she does.
Yes, I will agree with that. But I just don't think when she's the one responsible for what happened to them, I don't think she's mommy material. I think I don't know how to describe it. It's like I just don't see her as a mom material, but I could be wrong. But she's still on their list, so to each their own.
Cooking Mama.
For the Cooking Mama
there's
series,
a wholesome character.
Mm-hmm. Cooking Mama is a nurturing, patient, comforting, and if you think about her children becoming self-sufficient and skilled, all fantastic traits a parent to have. I think it was similar to how I used to think about some of my middle school friends' school moms. You know, the ones always whipping up some sort of incredible after-school snack and sharing about your school woes that your actual parents just don't get. I didn't have that problem. My friends would come to see my mom and bitch about their woes, and she would say, well, maybe you need to talk to your parents about that. She would listen to them, but encourage them to talk to their parents. I didn't have that problem. Maybe that's the reason why this lady's or dude is unhinged. I don't know. I didn't better check who's the author. That's probably why they're unhinged and would say Lady D is Double D is a mom.
Yeah,
other characters.
This person put motherfucking brain into this. Like no way. Like for one, Mother Brain isn't a mom. Like she's just a supercomputer, like parasite.
Yep. Oh, so see, I'm going to play Village. I haven't played the game completely, but from the lore, I took it different. But she says, Phil also says she cares about her girls.
Oh, she does. Like, you know, it's a sick, twisted love. Like most Resident Evil villains, like, you know, they normally have very warped perceptions of like reality. Like, you know, my precious G virus.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember classic line from Resident Evil 2.
So kind of like how Darth Vader was an excellent father in the villain sense. He tried to kill his son.
He whipped his boy into shape. He whipped his boy into shape so he could become the man who would save the galaxy.
Sometimes you spare the rod to spoil a child. Sometimes you cut off the hand and quit the masturbating. To your sister. Think about it. After he lost his hand, he lost any interest in any romantic interest in his sister.
Yeah, it's like if you won't turn to the dark side, perhaps she will. No.
Yeah, which brings a lot of interesting jokes on that one, which we can't say on stream. I don't think. Opal Divine Open Roads. I don't think I've heard of this game. Open road story, despite the playing test, Opal feels like a very equal character. She's not treated purely as this source of conflict in Tessa's life, but is instead a whole person with complex emotions. The way Opal manages to navigate her own feelings towards her ex, daughter, and late mother, while also nurturing her teenage daughter in a way that feels authentic, makes her a very sympathetic and interesting character, as well as one of video game's best moms. I think we can agree with some of them and some not so much. So I'm looking at my article. The one of the shout outs they put out with mine that were different was Anya Stroud from Gears of War. Then they have Eva, aka Big Mama from Metal Gear Solid. So there's that. Okay, this is lost respect, but they that they chose they was the last character you would expect someone to say is technically a mom and a good mom for Mother's Day.
I threw one in. I threw one in that I think is more worthy than even Lady Dimitrescu, only because I looked up and read some of the lore of her existence.
I'm gonna share mine first on this one first, right? So they have some similar characters, right? Then they have Air Stroud, but wait for it.
Oh, hey, this one has Mother Brain too. Fuck that. I told you, Mother Brain. Like, I'm just glad when that bitch died in Super Metroid.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to point out for everyone who doesn't know, Dash is a very, very big Samus fan. Just saying, he knows a lot of.
I know my Metroid. I do know. I just crammed in a ton of lore as I was getting into the series.
But that's all I had that was different was those three and her. And I was like, this is interesting.
I mean, cool villain. She's a cool villain, Mother Brain. Like, she's a creepy villain. Very hard in the SNES version.
Yep. And then we have this one from Karis. Hold on. I'm trying to load it. It's not loading. Why is it not loading?
Do you want me to share?
Let me try one more time. There we go. Gwyneth, Princess of Sunlight.
Was this a wiki page?
Yeah, she's also a mentioned character. Dark Souls plot. You know what? You tell me. I'm not going to read all this. I'm getting.
So Guinevere is a 23-foot tall goddess in Dark Souls. One of the characters that you actually go and get some
23 foot tall.
Lore. 23 feet tall. Yes, taller than Lady Dimitrescu.
So it's safe to assume these are not an F cup.
Oh wow, yeah.
Nope.
I did not put that out there.
I almost wasn't going to include this, but Guinevere actually has 2 children in the lore of Dark Souls.
Mm-hmm.
One of them being Gertrude, who ends up becoming her holy maiden. And then she marries, Guinevere married into another family and had an heir that helped continue that bloodline. But yes, she actually gave birth to two children in the Dark Souls universe. So I consider her a mother.
Yeah.
And very much she is the mother that I would mommy milk just simp over versus Dimitrescu. People just simped over Dimitrescu, and I just looked over at Guinevere and thought, Guinevere is so gorgeous. Yeah. But what is the deal with Dimitrescu? But that's my
mommy. A lot of men these days, in my personal view, and I don't want to sound like the quartering here because I watched June the King documentary, 3-hour documentary, and he does a lot of alpha beta cuck commentary that got him banned off of Magic the Trading gathering.
That's right.
Wait, I thought he got banned from Magic for just being like not a leftist.
The quartering is basically story date because he shows the receipts. June shows the receipts. The quartering basically pulled a John De La Rose.
He faked his backstory.
He's also, because the Ren Fair video came out, so people showed that to the Ren Fair, and the Ren Fair has banned him permanently.
He's banned from the Renaissance Fair.
Yeah, for eyeing women and children and saying what he was going to do to them. So yeah, a lot of things that I was warning about when I looked into quartering, because I was like, why does this feel like not a gamer?
Oh no, because he always made it out like he was banned from Magic the Gathering for speaking out and using his free speech.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, the way he was talking and everything, there's like always something feels offish about it. That's why I looked into it, and I got called a leftoid. This was a few years ago. That's why I'm like all happy about it. That's why I'm interested now, because I'm like, let's see if everyone figures out what I have. It's like that meme where that guy's on his news, the hangman, he says first time. Now, all these people are shocked about now, and I'm just sitting there like, yeah, first time noticing. But I forget what I was going with that. There was something we were going to say. I was going to say, but yeah, I'm going to have to go make sure Pouty gets her gift. But I think we covered. I think we had an excellent Mother's Day conversation about games. Make sure you give your mom a good gift. I'm going to say flowers, even just a card, just a freaking call. It's your mom. I mean, she did give birth to you. And I know not all of y'all can be fucking legends like me, but my mom gave birth to a fucking legend. So there's that. But yeah, I think we're gonna go with games we find interesting. And I'm just gonna say my game was meant for when Pouty was here because it's a joke game, but it's also a game for Mother's Day. But we're gonna start with everyone else first.
Okay,
Yeah.
Paris. No,
Oh, you want
Paris,
me
I
to go?
need you. I haven't. I'm not ahead of the game. I normally try and pick games while we're live, but
Okay.
I just need a little
Don't,
more.
don't worry
time.
about it. I can solve that for you.
Here we go. Yeah, let's get. I'll show it. Okay, so no,
we got Karis first, but you go ahead.
Oh. I'll just have mine.
All right. This is Farah. Not going to do audio for obvious reasons, but it's very heavily stylized action parkour, comic book style almost first person shooter. It's crazy. It's bonkers. And it is, I watched it a couple times before adding to my list, saying, wow, I got to show this off. Like, when you take someone out, it shows a second view of you taking out some of the people. Like, there's so much detail in some of these, I guess you call them kill shots.
Mm-hmm.
Very reminiscent of Mirror's Edge.
Yeah.
Except without the clean, pristine, and a little bit of bullet time there, just a tiny bit.
Looks
You
nice
want
being
a
super
Mirror's
hot
Edge
with
game,
the
don't you,
faceless enemies and the background. If you know, super hot.
Yeah. What were you saying, Levistra?
You want another Mirror's Edge, don't you?
I want another Mirror's Edge so bad. And when I found out that Catalyst was just a reboot, I was so heartbroken. I was like, are you fucking serious? You couldn't even be bothered to do a sequel. You just said, nope, this one don't matter. We're just rebooting it.
But I do like the Kitsune and comic book idea. That was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see what Dash has. Because he's eager
Okay,
to
so
know.
I got a 2D Lovecraft game called The Dark Rites of Arkham. It's so it's point and click, 2D, cheap game, $14. Hypno owns it.
There's a
Oh no, he wants it. So he's a lair. But yeah, like if you're into those sorts of games, just a nice cheap Lovecraft game.
And it's noir. It's a detective game.
I know. I'm busy looking at the graphics, but yeah, that's actually Dark Rites of Arkham.
Yeah, Arkham, as you know from it's a very reoccurring town in Lovecraft lore. There's a university there.
That's why I'm having a freaking issue here because my brain is splitting between two different lores. Arkham Asylum and Arkham.
That Arkham Asylum is definitely named after Lovecraft's Arkham.
Yeah, but I'm expecting I was looking for it. So I'm like, it's Lovecraft, but my brain's expecting to see Batman. That's why I'm silent. It's no, this is Lovecraft. It's like, why am I having this issue right now? Should we have this issue? Oh, it even has a demo.
Yep.
You could play the demo as well.
I am
Awesome.
sold on that. I love me some Lovecraft, and this is like LA Noir too. And I really liked LA Noir, even though it was really difficult.
Oh, I want a LA Noir sequel from Rockstar.
And you know
Someone said that if Grand Theft Auto 6 fails, they might go back to LA Noire.
Oh, you know what's good? I'm going to say the devs should definitely do right now, because it came out recently and people are going to be wondering. They should definitely let us know whether or not it was consoled by Anita.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They definitely, especially for that game. Grand Theft Auto.
This game.
Oh, this. Oh,
yeah.
it
was a joke line. All right. Awesome. And then we have mine, which not let me load it. Okay, there we go. I will show you all the video to this later. All right. And, you know, I'm still having some lag issues, so I'm gonna pause it. But a woman simulator. This was the joke for Pouty. But you know, for all you moms out there, women out there who think men don't really understand what's it like to be a woman, this game's for you. Experience life as a woman, cleaning, cooking, laundry, and no time for rest. Full immersion into the world of everyday chaos. You literally wash dishes. You literally clean the house, iron your socks, and yeah, no, it's pretty. I thought it was pretty funny. I looked up. I was going to do Mom Simulator, but that was dated for 2023 and it never came out. So like, yeah, it's probably an abandoned game. This one might be. I don't want to scroll too much because he does make another game. I will say, if you're worried about AI, yes, if you're worried about AI, yes, it does have AI. AI usage in it.
No way, I couldn't tell.
But yeah, there you go. But you know, ladies, if you want to be a mom and you don't know what it's like to be a mom, Woman Simulator might actually help you out. You know, to learn what it's like to be a mom, like washing dishes and cooking dinner before the husband comes home, for example.
This is no doubt something that Twitch would have on their front page.
Yeah, and that's another thing. I'm not being sexist. I'm actually I thought, you know, Twitch really empowers women. And they really honored women on International Women's Day. So what would they recommend for Mother's Day? And they recommend a cooking game. It's not sexist to recommend a woman simulator. So there is that. Now I found it interesting though. I'll show you all the video why privately. Okay, it's nothing shameful. It's just the frame rate drops in here, so it would actually lose the joke for everyone else.
You want me to share it? I can find it.
No, I'll find. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me see if I have it in
women's prison. No, we definitely want to shut
that. Let me see if I still have it. Because the streamer that plays this game says this is not like women at all. I have to find it though. And then she. Yep, here I found it. Okay. It's from Bilbo Baggins. I'm going to send it to you in the DM, Karis.
Okay.
Actually, I'll put it in the DragonCast. So we'll just do it that way. Yeah. Go ahead and share that. We'll show everyone the gameplay. Someone actually played the game. And the comments in for this post. This is how I found this game, by the way. The comments in the post, oof, they would not exist in pre-Elon Musk Twitter.
Hang on, look at that. Oh, there it is.
Yeah. So share my
screen. Okay. I gotta reopen Brave.
But while he's doing that for everyone else, if you're wondering what game I gave Pouty, well, I gave her something that was on her wish list, and it was Windrose. So.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, yep, I have it in reserve. I just don't want to get it to her live on stream because I don't want to like accidentally share my screen and people see my credit information or anything like that. So
you always got to be careful of that.
Yep. Put the sound on if you can. Okay, we can't see the sound.
Can't hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I will definitely retweet this for everyone who's in DragonCast in the Dragon Slayer server for Discord. But basically, she says, "This is not like women at all." And then she realizes, "Oh, I have to be kind." And she starts wondering she's going to she's got to hurry up. And then she actually gets upset when she fails. Hurry up before the husband gets home. So we're not gonna make it.
What happens when the husband gets home?
She's starting to freak out. She look at her face. Go back to the end. Look at her face.
Yeah, there was a freeze frame there. Damn it.
Let's go to the end. All the way to the end.
Oh, that's what it was. It restarted.
Bad girl.
She gets all upset. Look what she's about to cry. She's like, I'm just like, I'm not.
Base.
Mm-hmm. If she talk less, she clean more. Like,
oof. She actually looked sad when she failed.
Yeah.
Ex-wife simulator. Oof.
Oh,
damn. Basically unmarriable. I don't do the dishes. Does the dishes. Complains the whole time. Does a bad job. Plays the female avatar. 10 out of 10 simulation.
Oh, Sean Connery.
Yeah. But
wait, this is a real game.
But it's just hilarious comments in there. I just thought it was a great joke game. I found.
Oh, I know that guy. I got a giggle from this because
I can guarantee you though, 100%
of what the traditional role. That being said, I also hand washed my dishes before putting them in the dishwasher. It saves a. No, I'm just saying I recognize that account. I follow that dude.
I will say though, this game has not been consoled with any of the Sarkeesian.
Oh, obviously.
No. JT did a video on this, and apparently, I don't know how accurate this is, but supposedly the developer is a bit of an incel.
Oh,
so take that for what you will.
Smash what? JT said this
for this game?
About like this went viral enough that JT covered this a while back when the demo first dropped.
For this game?
Woman Simulator, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was rumored that the developer either admitted or someone like discerned that he was an incel.
Yeah, I think that was hilarious.
That is. I went looking up Men's Simulator, but I didn't find it. So.
Well, but did his wife leave him for a lesbian?
No comment. Oh, I found Man Simulator 2026 exists.
Yeah, there's always a game that's going to exist anywhere. But yeah, Karis, definitely think about that when you want to give your girlfriend a gift. But don't tell her it was my idea, because someone says, no, Karis bought the game for you. I did not tell him to go buy the game. I did not give him money to buy the game. I didn't buy you the game. That was his choice. If you don't sleep on a couch or end up dying, we'll find out eventually.
I have to share this real quick. Holy shit.
Okay, go right on ahead.
Oh boy.
Man Simulator.
Oh my god.
The booby mouse pad. That's probably the best.
Yeah.
This isn't Man Simulator. This is Asmongold Simulator.
Oh, I'm wish listing this. Okay, I'm done.
All that's missing are the cockroaches.
Give it time.
All right. For everyone else, I think that's the end of DragonCast. We're actually covering it on schedule. We're getting better at this. But to be fair, I think I went overboard on the Dragon Bytes a little bit.
Yeah.
We always go a little bit over, but we've been getting better. We've been getting better. Like, I remember when this show would sometimes stretch to 5 hours.
I know. That's why I started doing the Dragon Bytes to give the positive news, have a little bit of, mixed shared opinions or thoughts on it, then go into these.
You did a good job today, man. You did a good job keeping us focused and away from tangents.
Yeah. Well, no, that's the point. But we didn't even cover the Conan Exiles, but I don't want to cover it without.
Well, that's more of a Bo topic anyway, and he's not here.
But anyways, we're going to start out going around and saying what we got going on for the week, starting with Dash Attack, because I know he's itching to get out of here.
Nah, it's not just me and my ADHD. I'm always like this. But yeah, I'm gonna probably finish up Pragmata this week. I'm loving it. I got to a pretty big part of the game. And oh my god, the heartstrings are pulling. I kind of want to get all the collectibles first though, before I go run off to the final boss.
Oh, you're at that point.
Yeah.
I haven't played it, but I kind of surmised that there was this point where something's going to happen and you don't want to go to that next part until you kind of completionist the rest of the game.
Yeah, because I don't know what if there's going to be a post game, if I can redo it, but I've pretty much gone through the entire station. I'm some big shit happening, some twists happened. There was I'm just hoping this game has a good ending, and that both Diana and Hugh get off the moon alive.
Yeah, I haven't looked into any of it, mostly because I'm hoping to have time to play it myself. And I
will not ruin anything for you, man.
I appreciate that. It's I didn't look up anything for the ending of Red Dead Redemption 2, and then I saw it and I was like, Hotaru was right next to me at the ending, and we're both just sad.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's going to happen.
The people that ruined Saros for me probably saved me a lot of pain of realizing I've been duped. Whereas Pragmata, I'm loving it. The lore, it feels like an old school Capcom game actually. Yep. Kind of how they used to they got this God, it makes me hope that maybe one day they'll bring back Lost Planet.
Oh, that was a good game. I will say, going back to Saros, right? When I covered Saros, because I said if someone should have the video evidence, I'll make a video, and I'm a man of my word, right? I did that, right? Someone responded with, "This is a non-issue," and I told them, I was like, "Wow, we don't kink shame here. Not many people like to have NTR in games they play." And we had a little discussion about it, but he never denied him not having NTR kink. So he says it's not an issue to him, but also didn't deny having an NTR kink.
Yeah, different strokes, different blokes.
Yeah. Some people, like I said, some people that's something that people should be, announcing, hey, this game has this, because people don't like those. There are people that really don't like that.
No, it's I do not have a humiliation fetish, and this is it's an emasculation. It's all a referendum on his behavior. And he did some very bad things, but who made him do those bad things? The developers did.
Yeah.
This is who they chose we should play as.
Yeah. And we'll probably cover that, our thoughts on that next week, because next week is, because I promise you we do it.
Unfortunately, I will not be there. I'm going to be taking vacations. I'll be less streams. I probably
then we'll postpone that for when you get back, since you suggest.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'm sure
I know that's
still be relevant.
That's that you really like to talk about. But when Dash gets back, we will have well,
All hail the patron saint of gooning!
Mikey Doucette, aka the Goon Room, gave me $1 to give me shit. But in all seriousness, I know you really want to talk about that type of topic, so I don't want you to miss out on that one. So we'll cover that later. But basically, I'll probably have a different topic because there's lots of stuff we could talk about.
All right.
That being said, cares, but you got or did you finish yours? So did you finish your what you want to say for what's going on next week?
Dash.
No, I know I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Pragmata.
Yeah. Cares what you got going on this week, Roy?
Just I'm trying to finish videos. I had 0 time last week to do anything. I was literally editing a video right before we started today. So my plan is to just spit videos out because I'm going to be home next week. That is my plan. Videos and some more streams. I'm going to be doing just a chat stream because there's actually a study that came out that not a lot of people were covering, but I found it really fascinating. It's a generational divide of the way that like Gen X, millennials, and Gen Z looks for games and how they interact with the medium that they search for them. I thought that study was, as much as it came out from IGN,
Yeah.
they published it, but they didn't get the data. And someone else got the data and gave it to IGN. And I think that study is really fascinating. So I want to just like do a normal stream where just me on camera and just talk about the interesting differences and probably why we have such an issue and such big debate with video games and what just simply trying to find common ground is so difficult. Really comes down to like how we interact with the medium.
Exactly.
So I want to talk about that next week.
Yes, that's actually pretty interesting. I was actually reading it myself too. I was gonna make a video on that one because I got so many video projects myself. I still gotta make the Golden Age of Arcade and the Arcade Panic one. I'm trying to get that one done so I can rush through the other one.
Yeah.
Atari one before the crash. Then I was gonna cover the crash real quick, like cover that one separately real quick. But that
I need to
controversy.
do a video about Star Fox. I really it's been the talk. You've all seen the trailer. We were talking about it on my Friday show. It's a big debate. There are so many brutal memes roasting that cat redesign.
I used to love Star Fox. It was one of my favorite games for the Super Nintendo. Then I didn't get to play it again until Star Fox Adventures for the GameCube with Crystal.
Yeah, great game.
It was good, but yet it died.
Yeah, it was. I was okay with the land the land aspect, but I was hoping I get more flying missions.
Mm-hmm.
But
I am an adventure apologist. I know it wasn't a traditional Star Fox game, but it was still fucking.
You're a
cool.
furry.
A planet full of dinosaurs.
You're a furry.
Yes, and
you're a furry.
That's a good retort. And
no, I'm joking. I actually like the game too. I was just saying, it's like my only disappointment was I wanted more flying missions. But for me, I guess we'll cover on my end. Like I said, I'm trying to get those things done. I'll probably get my CPU installed tomorrow. Obviously, Dragon Bytes will be on short, so if you miss anything, you'll be on there. I'm really trying to stream more, which when my wire got cut, I was trying to do it. My wire got cut, I couldn't do it. Carriage, are we still doing the abiotic factor since you're gonna be home or no?
I want to. And I want to have it organized better and maybe at a time where everyone can start. Like if people need to start later, I will start later because I'm not going to be going. I'm going to be West Coast time, normal time. So I think we can organize that much better and get people.
I just like to ask it not be on Wednesday.
Yeah. I want to throw not really a poll, but I want to ask people's like what is an ideal time?
Yeah. And
that way we can get things going properly.
So we might be doing abiotic factor, which there's pets in the game now, which is actually abiotic factor. I want to point out. You would think Saros would be more popular because it's more negative, right? Video with my last 2 videos, it only got barely 200 views. My abiotic factor updates video is almost, when I last looked, was almost at 2K views. And it's a very positive video. I just want to point out for people to say, "Oh, positive videos don't do well." It did well. All I did was cover the updates. That's all I did. Say what the updates were about, what was going on. for people who don't read the update patches and would rather have someone read it for them. And it did well. Other than that, I might try to play. I want to play some more Windrose, finish those missions up, and I want to get back to Crimson Desert. So there's that. I want to try a lot, especially when to stream Conan Enhanced update, but not sure about that yet. But yeah, lots of games. That being said, since Dash is going to be on vacation, he won't be here for a while. I don't have the next week's topic because the plans have shifted. So, but I always pull something out of my ass, and also everyone here actually gets offered their yes, we did. We got everybody their Sun discs, but what I was going to say. Yeah, but yeah, the cast and crew does usually offer their suggestions, and that's what we usually roll with. Because by the end of the week, that's when I finally officially decide this is what's going on. I spend the whole day researching the topic, so that way we're not like
yeah,
and spending 15 minutes talking about coffee.
Coffee brand coffee.
No. What are the oranges for?
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like I know people are probably don't care about or like tired of hearing it. You need to understand. I got slandered. Now it's not even a streamer yet. I got slandered for saying what he got kicked out of Magic cards for. I'm not saying I was the first to say it. I'm just saying just for my experience. So when I hear people are finally saying the same thing I've already stated years ago, I feel validated, and I'm just gonna rub it in because, like as Dash says, I'm always twisting that knife. That being said, happy gaming, everyone. Play the games you want to play, and make sure you tell your moms happy Mother's.
You're still here. What? You thought there'd be a post-credit scene or something? This isn't a Disney movie. Show's over. Go get some sleep. Play a video game. Watch another YouTube video. I gotta take care of the Dragon Wing and possibly get some sleep myself. Goodbye all, and thanks for watching. And happy gaming.